Hello, sir.
Okay, now I'm drunk. Hello there.
Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Hello, hello. Hope everybody's having a great weekend so far. Hope you've all been well. We're starting our day off with, with Sonny. A little bit of an early Sonny stream today. We have the job later with Luch and Gigi and Skipper. And we'll be on for that at around 6 p.m. Eastern, but for now, we're starting off with Sonny. I feel like we have to. I wanted to get on yesterday to follow up with some things, but we really kind of couldn't with FIFA and everything getting in the way. So today is most definitely a most definitely a sunny start day. And then with NoPixel, we'll probably just be on NoPixel very briefly. To be honest, we'll probably just do the Italian job that Z has called it now, the Italian job. And then we'll see what we do after. Either we stay on a little bit more on NoPixel, or I don't know, maybe some PZ. Maybe we do some PZ, because we haven't done that in a few days. And the server's up. It will remain up for a little bit longer. And, we'll maybe do some PZ as well. A non-black suit, is this for Eleanor, perhaps? Nah, not necessarily. I'll tell you about the non-black suit here in a little bit. But we did write to Eleanor. You happen to mention Eleanor. We're looking at a telegram from Eleanor. Please do not blame yourself. We're not always masters of our time. I will be available at 2 p.m. probably, but send me a telegram so I can join you. All right, perfect. Easy, dude. Easy. Another start of the stream with Eleanor. Perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it right away. All right, let's... this is going to be interesting. Let me see. Oh my god, that looks like Jack Kettleman and Renee. Holy shit. Whoever that is. What should we title it? Another stroll. Eleanor. If you'd like to stop by, I'll be at the manor. Regards, Santino DiCenzo. There it is. All right. Fuck it. Let's meet up with Eleanor. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. It was awkward with Sonny doing things like this, because Sonny's never really been like, what do you call it? A very sociable person, and so it's awkward kind of RPing it a little bit.
Hey there, mister.
How you doing, sir? Sonny's never really had friends, so it's kind of like, not necessarily a first, because we have had like certain relationships, like Georgia, for example, right? But not a lot. Stood next to the men from the mountain. That's right. So this tan suit, okay?
Hello.
This tan suit is the one that we wore to the Corrigan that one day, but different. I didn't like the coat I had that day. The coat just didn't match up for me with Sonny. So I changed the coat to this is the same black coat that I use, just in tan, basically. But everything else is the same from that suit. So I didn't make it for Eleanor, but it's good to maybe change up a little bit, you know? And today we have to I happen to be wearing it with our next little stroll with Eleanor. I'm wearing a different hat, which is not very normal or usual for Sonny either. That's right. That's right. The only friends you need, your horse. Oh, you know what I should do, though? Fuck. Alright, before we actually get to the house, let me go back down to the telegram station. I want to let people know I'm going to be around. Because, you know, I don't know what people do when they log out and shit like that, so... If I don't sell telegrams, I might not find anybody, you know? Let me just get in there and send, like, Scarpo a telegram, send Pearly a telegram. How you doing?
Howdy, feller.
Hello, hello. Let me see. Pearly. Let's do Pearly first. Pearly. I'll be out and about today for a few hours. Let me know if we can meet. Regards. Boom. Okay. Let's do one for Pearly. Let's do one for Scarpati. Let's do same title, around. Fuck, I can't type. Around, and then we'll do the signature in there. Boom. I did log in very early today. I don't have enough money. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. 50 cents? Sonny always looks good, never worried, besides a beard maybe. Oh my god, yeah, the beard was, you know, now that I look back at it, the beard was questionable. It was questionable. No doubt. Okay, I just got my $3 pension. Alright, now back we go. Good timing, I guess. If nobody's around, if there's not much going on, you know what I can do? And I've been wanting to do a little bit? Maybe we can do a little bit of a decoration. Or we can find another... wow, outfit for Sonny. I don't know, we'll see. We could do a few things. Let's do that. Who's typically been around recently? I know Sophia has. Sophia never met up with us that one day. Round. Just copy here. Paste there. Boom. Bonucci. Bonucci's been around recently. Let's see who else. I think for the majority of it, that's pretty much it. Everybody else will kind of see if they come along. For the most part, those three people right there. Alright, let's get to the house. Because we asked Eleanor to come to the house. Yo, the last time we were on Wild and we played that poker game with Vito and Bronson for a bit, and there was, well, Benucci, Cesare, myself, and Jimmy joined afterwards, and Adam was in there for a little bit. Man, that was a lot of fun. I made out with $1,300, which is wild, bro. Wild for a night of poker and just having fun. And it kind of got me thinking a little bit about the whole poker scene. It got me thinking about the whole poker scene because there's money in it, man. There's money in that particular thing, right? Like money. There's a lot of money being moved in terms of poker, right? Especially at a table like that. So, got me thinking. I don't know. We might dig a little deeper into the poker. We'll see. I actually just got food as well, so it's actually maybe good timing that we wait here a little bit. Let's lean front rail smoke. I really gotta figure out these emotes. I think there's a way I can like map them to my stream deck, so I don't have to like use the wheel all the time. So I think I might look into that because there's a lot of emotes, bro. There's a lot of emotes. Sonny came out good. Sonny came out very good. Sonny came out very, very good. Very good. Alright, give me a second, guys. Put some music on. We'll wait for Eleanor. We'll go have our little walk, and then hopefully by then somebody's either woken up or responded if they're out and about already. Oh, dude, you know what? I should have written to Cesare in case Zeke comes around. I'll do that. I'll do that after Eleanor shows up. Guitar practice has been good. I've kind of got that song down already. It will come back. I kind of got it down already. So I've moved on a little bit, but I kind of got it down. I'll play it one day. I learned the song earlier this morning, actually. That would be funny, because I would assume nobody would ever guess I would learn the song that I learned earlier today. Like, nobody. Yeah, the song is fucking flames. I'm trying to like inhale my lunch, guys. I'll only be a little bit longer. Figure out how to handle the slide so strings don't reverberate a lot on the neck. Not really. I will say I still have that problem. But I learned the song, how to play it, like, you know, all that, pretty much done, but I haven't figured out what to do differently for that, Hardy, and I really don't know yet. Might look into like some sort of tutorial online if there is one for using a slide on a guitar. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. I've tried playing around with it so much, but I can't figure it out. They shake. It's very shaky at the neck for some reason. I don't know why. I know there's different types of slides. Maybe if I buy a different type, because I'm using a bronze one, like I think it's bronze, right? Bronze / copper one. Maybe it's just the slide I'm using for the strings, and maybe that's why they vibrate a lot, or more than I can control. I don't know. Jared Cotton. Yeah, we're wearing a little tan suit today. It looks good though, right? I think there's a mismatch between my pants and my coat. I have to figure out the colors, but it looks good. It looks good. I'm almost done, guys. Oh shit, there she is. Fuck.
Hello. Oh, Mr. Santino,
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
I did not recognize you.
Fuck. Oh hey, Eleanor. How you doing?
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry, I just I received your telegram, man. Am I allowed to go inside?
No.
All right. Very well.
Fuck. Hold up. Well, shall we? You want to go for a walk?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
I was just a bit confused. You asked me to meet you here in the manor, so I thought you wanted to invite me for a drink inside the house or something.
Not quite, Eleanor. We're not quite there, we're not quite there. We have to. I think there's at least 10 or 15 more walks we have to go on.
Oh my! 10 or 15.
Before we can comfortably say, we know each other and all that. And then I can bring you inside. But even then, a drink, that is.
But the last time you wanted to show me your apartment, right?
Well, I wanted to show you the manor from the outside. I didn't want to go inside with you. And going inside and having a drink, that is. How do you say? I was going to say scandalous, but maybe not scandalous. Preposterous. No.
Too intimate?
A little too. There you go. Yeah, a little too intimate. A little too intimate.
Nothing wrong with that. But I can wait. 15, come on.
Yeah, so this is number 2,
3.
3? This one's number 3?
Yeah, we have met in the telegram station. Does it count?
No. I'm talking about,
No.
that was when we first met, but I'm talking about like a walk or something. It doesn't have to be a walk. It could be a ride, maybe.
I must say that I love your outfit. You look really good with that.
Thank you.
You're nice. The brown really suits you. I did not even recognize you.
Thank you. I don't tend to wear a lot of different colors other than black and white, so this is unusual for me.
Well, you have a very good tailor.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Thanks. So how are you? How's things been?
Yeah, I think it's been okay. I'm just a little nervous for the auction today. I think I've already told you, right?
Yeah, you said 5 p.m. Eastern, right? Or 6?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. I might be able to make it for like an hour of that, but unfortunately I'll have to leave it around 6.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. At 7, I have another event planned, so no worries.
Okay.
But it will be fun. I think a lot of people will be there. I've already a lot of people have asked me to have the tickets. So.
How much is the ticket?
Oh, free. Don't worry about it. It's free. No charges for the ticket. Only for the girls.
Okay.
Do you know if someone if something is open today?
I'm not sure. I haven't really looked today since waking up, so...
Did you just wake up?
Yeah. Well, like 20 minutes ago, yeah.
Oh, okay. I just woke up as well.
Hello there.
Well, good morning.
Do you want to show me Saint-Denis a bit? Because I don't know the city here.
I was gonna ask, actually. You kind of read my mind. So you don't know the city, okay.
No, I really don't know the Saint-Denis. I'm from Rhodes, you know? What is
Yeah.
that? Sorry.
Let's go down this way. Saint-Denis is a very beautiful city and has a lot of hidden gems if people don't know them, you know.
Bien le bonjour.
That's right.
Perhaps on the way we can continue our little game. I did think about it a little bit afterwards.
About?
Well, you made a comment about my answer, working for Saint-Denis, that it was very vague.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I could perhaps clarify that if you'd like, but I don't know. I don't know if my answer at the end is really going to satisfy what you're asking, right? But I'll do my best.
I'm pretty sure the other answer will be as vague as the last one. But we'll see. I'm just very curious about it.
I'll do my best to be as clear as I can. But
Can I have a bet?
Question. A bet?
A hint?
Sure.
Hint? Hint? Is that the word? Sorry.
You want a
I don't know
hint?
if I use... Yes, a hint, yeah.
Okay. A hint about the answer that I'm going to give you?
Is it something that I can see?
No.
No?
No. That's actually a very good question. No, it's not anything you can see. It's not anything anybody can see, actually. Here, come inside.
Sir?
How you doing?
So this theater is actually my favorite theater in Saint-Denis. A lot of people, they go to the bigger one that you're familiar with, right? But I actually consider this to be the better of the two. I don't know, there's something about too big and too luxurious that it kind of puts me away sometimes. I'm the kind of man that honestly I will believe, something like, I guess how would you say, like opulence is the killer of elegance in my opinion. Something that's a little too fancy, a little too luxurious it stops becoming elegant. It stops becoming, in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand it.
Yeah. It's a little too much. Which is actually, now that I think about it, the reason why we chose to live in the manor that you and I just met at, right? That manor is, in my opinion, just the right amount of elegant. The bigger one, the white one, I don't know if you've ever seen the big mansion.
No.
That is opulent.
A manor isn't too big? Because you don't like too... what is the word? When there is too many stuffs, right? When it's too big, you don't like it. But a manor is big.
Well, I suppose the context of that is important as well, right? I don't live there alone. It's not my manor. There's other people that live. My family lives in there, and there's quite a few of us. So, a big manor feels small sometimes.
Yeah, I guess if your family lives here, that makes sense.
That's right. Have you ever been inside this theater?
No, I didn't even knew this theater. Sorry if I use the wrong word. Sometimes it's just a bit lost in translation.
No worries. I know the
It's
feeling.
fine.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's just the right size, wouldn't you say?
I like it.
Yeah.
But there is even a chair here. That's cute.
And you can go upstairs as well. The
Where?
upstairs view is very nice. Yeah, come on this
Oh,
way.
the balcony?
Mm-hmm.
Is it open often? Do we have events here?
Wow, that... the last time I heard of an event taking place here was probably 3 years ago. To be fair, I've been out of the crossing for about a year and maybe a little bit more, but so somebody could have had an event in that time. But the last one I remember, at least 3 years ago, maybe.
Oh my. Okay. Well.
Yeah. And like I said, most people prefer the other theater, right? So because it fits a lot larger audience. Obviously, it's bigger. So if people want more people to come, they choose that one because it's bigger and more people can be inside.
This one is. I like it. There is more seats, and the balcony. I love being upstairs. I love the balcony.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's very sweet.
Feels a little more private, right?
That's the word, private and intimate.
Yeah. Also, unlike the other theater, you can actually watch picture films here. I've seen some back in my day. Yeah, I haven't seen some in a while. They're very interesting. Have you ever seen a picture film?
It's the thing where there is an image on the screen, right? And there is drawings.
Yeah. And
I've heard about it.
Typically, I think somebody will narrate, so they'll speak over the images, and it's a very interesting experience if you've never had it. Not tonight, but we could perhaps see one.
That would be amazing. I've heard about it, and it's magical. It's like the electricity. It's magical. It's crazy. Yeah, I really want to see that.
Magical is a good word.
It is. Shall we continue?
Yeah. Fuck, man. Oh my god. Alice, thank you so much for your resub. 14 months. And then Sandra with your 14 months as well with your resub. Thank you.
Oh, so... this door. Sorry, I'm a bit lost.
It's... Both work. I don't know why I chose this one. There is an ice cream shop here.
Hello there.
Right here, actually. This one's typically closed, but, sometimes people would stand out here on the outside and sell ice cream to people, and, it's very important as a frame of reference to me because this ice cream shop was a cause of a war, actually.
Oh, why?
Hey, partner.
Yeah.
Ice creams?
Not the
Oh,
ice cream itself.
Oh.
More like...
Sounds like the parlor house, the nightlife saloon, and the saloon in Valentine. I think I didn't tell you what happened.
Wait, there was a war between the saloons?
It's complicated.
Ah, there.
Tell me more about the ice cream shop. What happens there?
Well, how to put this? You know what? I feel like the more we talk, the more you're gonna get an answer to your question about what I do. So yeah. Well, back in the day, there used to be a clash of ideas, a conflict of ideas, if you will. There was the East, represented by Santini, and then there was the West, represented by, honestly, everything past the Upper Montana River, right? So, McFarland's Ranch, Armadillo, Tumbleweed, all of that.
I don't really go there.
Me either. Not often, anyway. But there was a clash of ideas that led to actual conflict, and some Westerners came into town and blew up that ice cream shop with an oil tanker. Now, nobody was hurt, thankfully, but it represented an act of war that couldn't go unanswered, and so that led to a conflict. That led to an actual war. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but yeah.
I see. Well, we do have kind of the same with the nightlife saloons, but it's my fault. It started with my fault. And also, you remember when I told you that I might be fired?
Yeah.
So it's one of the reason. I've made a mistake. So I probably insulted Mama Christine. I don't know if you know her.
Madame Christine,
Mama
Mama Christine, yeah.
Christine. I think it's her name.
I've known her for years, yeah. She's been running that salon for years in Valentine.
Yeah, I didn't know her, and I told her that she was old, which is a fact. She looks old. Anyways, that's not the problem. She gave me a bath in Valentine. I swear to God, she cut my toenails with her teeth.
Oh my God.
I know, and someone was sitting on my feet. And it was weird, you know. It was very weird. And anyways, I was insulting her, and she told me that she wanted to blow up the nightlife saloon. So we can say that I think a war is starting because of me.
Is starting or is it over? Like, is this happening now?
No, maybe, yeah, right now.
Oh wow, okay.
And
interesting.
yeah. The last time, so the real thing, Kitty wanted probably to fire me because I went to Armadillo, and I've met wrong people, and I was about to rob a bank. To be honest, I know it's a big thing, but
you were about to rob a bank. You
listen, yeah, that's crazy. I was talking to someone. I've met a wrong person. And this guy wanted to make a joke to someone, and the joke was robbing someone.
I see. Okay.
It's horrible. I know. I'm stupid. Sometimes. Anyways, what is that? Is that a market?
We can all be stupid sometimes. Yeah, this is the Santini market. Nowadays it's a little quieter than it used to be. Back in my day, you're gonna hear me say this a lot, by the way, back in my day. I'm an old face, like I said the other day, but back in my day, this was very lively, especially on Sundays. I believe it was Sundays, and maybe Thursdays or Wednesdays as well, but during certain days of the week, people would come here to sell goods, to make business with each other, and Santini would become very alive on that moment because people from all over the crossing would come. People from Rhodes, Valentine, Strawberry, Blackwater, even further out west, Armadillo. They would come to Santini to make business with each other here, and it was a very beautiful thing to see. It was iconic for a long time. It saddens me sometimes to come back and be nostalgic about it because it feels like those were the good old days, you know. And I wish we could relive them, but here we are. Like I said, it's not very lively nowadays, unfortunately.
Yeah, I see. But we still have a market in Rhodes, right? I saw a market. Yeah, we do. I saw the market. I think it was the last week. There is a market each week, if I remember.
Oh, that's good. That's good. See, I don't know about that.
It's in Rhodes. It's not in Saint-Denis, so yeah, that's understandable.
That's interesting. I'd like to visit the market then in Rhodes one day because I wasn't even aware it existed, that they were doing that. So that's good.
But there is Rhodes, but there is also Blackwater.
They also have a market. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, you see, I've only recently started to come back around.
Oh, all right.
So, part of my mission now is actually to get to know precisely these kind of things, right? What are people doing?
Right.
Where people are going, yeah.
Well, I think it's each Saturday they have a market. It's either Blackwater or Rhodes, but I remember the both. So
okay,
it's each weekend. It's very interesting. There is a lot of things.
Do you know what time?
I think it's around that time, around 2 p.m. I think, if I remember.
Okay. So we might be late then to that today.
Probably, but if you want, we can still check in Blackwater. I don't know.
Nah.
Do you have anything planned right now?
Not particularly, no. But it's fine. If we miss it, then I'll just, next weekend is always a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this?
The apartment?
The pawn shop.
Oh, pawn shop?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is a very, unique-looking establishment. Take a look. They sell interesting things.
Oh, wait. We can buy the stuff here?
You can buy some
horn?
things. Mm-hmm.
French horn. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And if you look at the catalog they have here, there's even more interesting things. Maybe Mama Christine might be interested in some of that.
Oh, there is a firework. Firework?
Yeah.
What is that?
Those are expensive, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Those
Yeah,
are
that's
very expensive.
yeah. Tarot. Madame Irene, what is that? Tarot. I don't have money. I cannot buy it anyways.
I actually don't know.
That's good.
Oh, those are the cards. The tarot cards. Yeah.
Yes, the tarot cards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't have any money on me right now.
Me either.
I got robbed yesterday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
By who?
By who? By... Do you know Banjo?
No, I don't know.
Hello, Finlay?
Finley's
Oh,
outside.
Okay, hello,
How do you,
friend.
Miscellanea?
Yeah, doing great. I got robbed by a customer. He used to be a customer in the nightlife salon in Rhodes, but apparently he sings, and he plays guitar. And yesterday we all went in Valentine, listened to him. So he was playing. We had a lot of fun and everything. And then he stops and he goes like, he puts his gun out like that, and he says, "Oh, you put your hands up, everybody. We are about to rob you." So they rob me, they rob Kitty, Loretta, all my friends. But the thing is, Banjo, I know him. He used to be my friend. And he took everything. He took $200, $250 from us.
No, in total or from you?
From Kitty and my friends from the nightlife salon. And this money was for the wagon. So, yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I have no luck Tuesdays. The only good thing is that I met you.
I guess that's still to be determined if it's a good thing, Eleanor. We'll get to that at some point. This place has a little bit of a secret, actually. Most people don't know.
All right.
Come here. You see that red book right there? On the second shelf up?
Oh, yeah?
Go take a look.
Can I take it? What the hell?
Mm-hmm. Now, it's a little bit scary down there, so I won't follow you, just so I won't startle you, but...
What? You don't want to follow me here? Oh, please,
Oh,
please,
no.
I don't want to go. Please, I don't want to go alone.
That is
please.
your own experience to have if you've never been in there.
cannot. You sure?
Yep. I'll
I'm
be right
scared
here.
if I go alone.
Ah, it's fine. Nobody should be down there. If there is somebody down there, let me know. That would be very interesting.
Yeah, I will scream.
Yeah. She took out her gun. I heard her take out her gun. That's like a torture pit or something. Guys, I'm trying to figure out, and help me please if you guys know. Sonny's hands really look like big, like Joe's with these gloves. Do they look big? Not really. They kind of look okay. I'm trying to figure out if she's actually French, like the player. I think she is, right?
Well, it's a bit scary, I agree, but there is nothing. It's literally empty.
Most of the time it will be, yeah. But there's been a few occasions where, well, that little basement gets used.
Oh?
Yeah.
For what? Playing cards? Poker?
Yeah. Friendly conversations.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if we can close this again, actually. I believe we can, yeah.
Oh,
There it goes.
good. I didn't knew that.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I didn't even knew this place. I've never heard about it.
Yeah, this is the pawn shop. This used to be run by a friend of mine called Klaus, who is no longer around. Interesting guy, that Klaus.
But you never been inside, you said? In the basement?
Oh, I've been in the basement
Oh, you have been, okay.
many times.
I thought you was too scared to follow me in the basement. Or probably you didn't want it to be alone with me in the basement.
I didn't want to scare you, maybe.
You don't
yeah.
scare me.
This is this area here on the right is the more how
It
to
looks like
say?
the slums.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly that. These are the slums. We call them Browntown. It's not because of the mud or any other reason. It's there used to be a man called D'Lo Brown. His last name was Brown, who used to be a little bit of a kingpin in this part of Santini. He was a very funny fella, very very interesting, eccentric man, and he used to say, "I'm the king of Browntown." So.
The king. That's funny. You have so many stories. This is so interesting. I want to know everything now. You should write a book.
Yeah, maybe one day. And this is just something. I can't seem to escape nostalgia nowadays. Everywhere I go in the crossing, even as far as places like Armadillo, everywhere I go, everywhere I turn, there's a memory. There's something to remember and either miss or regret or be glad that it's no longer there, or be glad that it's over, that it's in the past. So, yeah.
Is there a place in the crossing that you have no memories there?
I don't think so. Now, maybe the more northern parts. Although I do have memories in Coulter, for example, I have very distinct memories in Coulter. Further north than that, like the frontier, I don't have memories there. The Wapiti reservation, I have very few memories there. But really, there's no place I can say no that I have no memories in. Not even Tumbleweed. I have memories in Tumbleweed as well.
Well, I will bring you in the middle of nowhere where you have zero memories there, so you can create new memories. I think I know somewhere.
I would be impressed if you can find somewhere.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
I just arrived, I think it's been 3 months now since I'm here. And I barely know the crossing. I just know a bit the west, just a bit, but the east I know a bit Saint-Denis and roads, and that's basically all, to be honest.
It is a very big place. It is a very...
It is, yeah.
Yeah. There's room for a lot of things, including memories, so... Have you ever been in here?
Say, no. Yes, I've been there. There was a boxing event, if I remember.
Yeah. You see, this place wasn't always here. This was only constructed, I want to say, maybe 3 or 2 years? No, 2.5? I don't know. A few years ago. This wasn't always here. When this was constructed, a very close friend, in fact, a brother of mine, took it as his place of business. His name was Amadeo Moretti. And we used to always call Amadeo Moretti the Lion, the Italian Lion. He was very proud of being called the Lion. I have a ring on my pinky finger on my right hand that has a lion face on it because it represents him and his legacy. He's dead now. He's passed away. Riposare in pace. But since he took control of this establishment, we don't have to go inside since you've seen it already, but we've called it the Lion's Den. And to our surprise, it kind of stuck a little bit. So, yeah.
I like it.
It's called the Lion's Den.
The Lion's Den, is it still the name? Does people still say that?
So that's what's surprising a little bit. We've come around after, not being too involved with things in the crossing. We've come around every once in a while, and people still refer to it as the Lion's Den. Sometimes, not always, but, some people do.
Yeah, because I think people like you have been there for a while and knows this place.
Yeah, maybe.
And you said you have a family. I've met your brother, right?
That's right, yeah.
I think it was Cesare.
Cesare, yeah.
Do you have other siblings?
I had another older brother, but he passed away.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That was many years ago, before we even came to the crossing. Well, I'm sure you know the Blue Pearl.
No.
The bar here to the right.
No, I don't think so.
I've never been here. Wow. Okay.
No, I don't. I don't know Santini at all.
This is typically one of the first places people come. This is even sometimes more busy and popular than the Bastille, although the Bastille is beautiful,
Really?
of course, yeah.
How's everything?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sirs, gentlemen.
It's not very well frequented. There is drunk people.
Yeah. Well, it is in the less fortunate part of the city, anyway, so it fits.
Are you familiar with this kind of establishment? Do you usually prefer to go in that area than the city?
Your mind, you let me know.
Do you mean in general, like in general, or here in Santini?
Yeah, in general.
Don't be intimidated by little old me.
It's just a good question. I wouldn't say I'm a avid visitor or patron of establishments like this. No, I come in when it's necessary. I have a few drinks. I know how to have a good time, but I'm not a frequenter, if you will. No.
But what do you do in your spare time then?
I rarely have spare time. But
Your life seems busy, so busy.
yeah, I tend to, read, study, or on very, very rare occasions, Eleanor, I'll go out on a nice walk with a nice lady. or anybody else, really, anybody else.
That makes the things more nice. I appreciate that you gave me your time, actually.
And likewise. Well, that place back there, it has an official name. In fact, if you look up there, it's just across. It says Doyle's Tavern. You see that in white up on the wall?
Yes, I see.
Yeah, it's officially called Doyle's Tavern. But there's a man called Pearly Duckworth. Do you know Pearly?
Pearly, yes, I know. He's the Undertaker, right?
He's the Undertaker in Rhodes, correct? Yeah.
Yes, I know him.
Pearly is a brother to me as well.
Brother?
Well, not a blood brother, but he is a brother.
All right.
What's new?
See,
Well-
when Pearly first started coming around in the crossing and making a name for himself, he lived in this part of town. He gained a lot of reputation in this side of town, especially with that particular tavern. He named it the Blue Pearl. So, ever since then, it's been called the Blue Pearl. Throughout the years, people refer to that tavern there as the
Wow.
Blue Pearl. Even if it's been managed by other people that aren't Pearly. Pearly is kind of... It's been years since he's managed it, if I'm not mistaken. But other people have managed it, and they still respect it and call it the Blue Pearl. So...
Well, that's actually something when people remember you, you know, through the years. People remember you, and they still name the saloon after someone. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It's a legacy. It's a form of legacy, I suppose, yeah.
Legacy?
Yeah, legacy, yeah.
What is legacy?
Legacy is what remains after we're all gone.
Oh, all right.
Hello?
Legacy.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's his legacy. Among other things, Pearlie is a very distinguished man, so...
He is. He's very nice. I like him.
Oh, you think he's nice, huh?
Well, with me, at least he was nice with me. Is he not?
He can be.
I mean, like everybody, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I know Pearlie very well. Like I said, he's my brother.
Does he live in the manor with you?
He does. Or rather, he has a bed there, but his business takes him elsewhere sometimes. I believe he has an apartment somewhere. I don't remember where, but...
How many people lives in the manor?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are always busy, always around people, never alone. So right now you are not busy and you are alone with me. So what does that mean?
That means I woke up early.
That's the reason, huh? Right.
I'll I'll let you speculate if you'd like. But yeah, I just happened to wake up early today. This is the Santini medical office. There's a lot of things that happen here, including research and things like that. It's very obviously central place. You have the Saint Denis Church over there. It has a name, I forget it. Actually, there's a sign up front. Let me see.
Hello, mister.
Church of the Holy Blessed Virgin. That's it.
Holy Blessed Virgin, Disciple of the Lord. Can we actually? Is it open? Can we go inside?
Oh, those doors have been closed as far as I can remember. I think they've been doing renovations, and as with most buildings like churches, they take a very long time to renovate.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice.
We used to have the church used to be open on Sunday in Rhodes and Valentine as well. In Valentine,
Yeah.
I think it's still the case. I've met the priest. So each Sunday they have like a ceremony. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, ceremony, yeah.
Ceremony.
Or a sermon, yeah. Yeah, people have been doing that in Valentine for the longest time, as far as I remember. In fact, when I first came around the crossing with my brother, we used to go to church on Sundays as well. In Valentine.
You don't do that anymore?
No.
You don't go to the church anymore?
Oh, I've abandoned the church a very, very long time ago.
Oh well. Do you? Are you a believer?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. I want to ask, but I'm not sure if you want to answer, so I think I will just keep that for myself.
It's a bit of a sensitive topic, religion and all that. But if you want to ask, I suppose I can't answer.
I'm pretty sure you know what I will ask. Was wondering what make you stop believing in God, so I think it's a bit too private.
That is a good question. I think the best way I could put it is, the concept of God is made out to be as a good concept. God is supposed to be good. The world that He created is supposed to be good. We, as people, are supposed to be good, created in His image. That is a good image. I've seen too many evil things in my life. And perhaps even become a bit too evil myself to believe that this world could have been created by a good God. So maybe my correction is I don't believe in a good God. Maybe there is something out there, but whatever it is most certainly not good.
That's sad.
Is it?
Yeah. That's sad that you think like that. Me, I try to go to the church every Sunday, you know, and I still try my best, even though I don't do. I'm a sinner sometimes, but I still believe in God.
Just like we can all be stupid sometimes, we can all be sinners sometimes. There's no shame in it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Anyway, that right there is the Santini gun shop. It has its name, of course, as you can see, the Ko Chow and Co.
Hello, sir. How's it all going?
People don't call it this anymore, but it used to be Taipan, the Taipan gun shop. I don't know if you ever heard of Taipan.
Taipan?
Taipan, yeah.
No, I've never heard about this.
There was a group here in the city that used to live and operate out of this gun shop called they called themselves the Taipan.
Working in father's shop wherever
What does that mean?
I'm not sure actually. I never asked.
he says, I have no choice.
I believe it's Chinese.
Yeah, I guess. So you said it was a pawn shop, right?
It's a gun shop.
It's a pawn shop. Gun shop. Gun shop? Gun shop.
Yeah, you can buy firearms in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Now, you know, the local businessmen run it, of course. It's open all the time. You can purchase anything at any time. But the Taipan are no more, and I don't think anybody's operated out of here since. And that was over a year and a half ago. So it's been
That
empty
seems,
since then.
yeah, that seems a good establishment.
Oh, it's very beautiful. In fact, there's more to it than meets the eye. Come on.
Buenos días, señor.
Buenos dias.
Sir?
So you have the gun shop, obviously, with guns all over the place, and you can purchase them at the counter and all that.
There's a dead alligator. Wait, what the hell? There's. Oh my god.
Yeah, they
It's
don't
disgusting.
like alligators or crocodiles.
Crocs?
Yeah,
Crocodiles.
that's right. Yeah. This is the workshop.
Are we allowed to be here?
Like I said, I don't think anybody operates back, here. So the local vendors here are okay with us being here. It's okay.
Oh, alright. Well, if it's okay.
But this is where it gets interesting. It's a bit of a climb.
Is it a trap?
If you'd like to go first, you can, if you feel like it might be a trap. It's over there at the end of the walkway. There's a door on the left.
That's nice. Are we allowed to be here? I'm very concerned right now.
If anybody has an issue with it, they can bring it up with me. It's fine.
Wow. Poker table?
Not quite. I don't believe people play cards on that table, no.
There's a safe. What the hell is that place? Is it Is it like a secret place or something?
Don't know if it's a secret. I know a lot of people know about this place,
No, I
but
didn't know that.
when Taipan used to run out of the gun shop below us, this would be their operating headquarters, if you will. So they tried to keep it secret. It would, you know, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, you hope it's a secret, but everybody kind of knows about it, you know. So this is their tea parlor, if you will. This is where they would have meetings. They would have somebody work the bar here, and it was used quite a bit back in the day. Quite a bit, actually.
Wow. I'm a bit surprised that you show me a private place, like that. I appreciate it.
It isn't mine, so. Alright, I don't operate out of here, so I'm not particularly concerned. Fuck, it's raining.
I have my umbrella.
Nice, okay. She pops out an umbrella, that's so fucking cool, bro. Got a few more things to show you.
Like another secret place? A garden?
Oh, well, there is a garden. I will show you a garden, yeah. You guessed that. But the next place isn't a secret, necessarily. It's just one of those things where just people don't know about it. It takes, like, somebody showing you to know about it. And then, hopefully, at one point, you'll show other people. If they're interested, of course, right? Now, I suppose we go towards the more gloomy side of town. Something a little bit more, dark, if you will.
I think I've already seen that place, like the pawn shop.
Ah, yeah, well, it's along those lines, yeah. It's like that. But, surprisingly enough, the place I'm going to actually show you, even though it is surrounded by darkness, is quite bright. In terms of, I don't know, ambience, I guess, or what it represents. It's a very nice, nice spot. I'm surprised you don't know the city very well.
No,
Why
I
is
don't.
that?
Because I didn't had the... I mean, I had the occasion to go in Santini, but nobody gave me a tour. You are literally the only one who take the time to show me the city, so I appreciate it.
Of
I
course.
really appreciate the time right now.
I love doing this. I'm a big fan of the city, so yeah, I do this as often as I can, which is not often at all now that I think about it. Okay, well, before I take you to the spot I was actually taking you to, I'm glad we came this way because this is another interesting spot.
The gallery?
Have you seen it?
No, I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. Also fond memories, like I said, everywhere I go. It's almost a curse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Oh, that's a painting.
Yeah, these are all very nice paintings. This has changed a bit since I was last here. It seems like people have taken these paintings, or they've taken them down at least.
Yeah, probably there is shows and exhibition, sorry.
Yeah,
Exhibition here.
yeah. Seems like an adequate place for it. But yeah, this
Oh my
is
god,
the
there's a storm.
The art gallery. Yeah. I think you can get upstairs. Uh-oh. This is more of a dead end, but as you can see, these doors open. You can go down into the fall down into the plaza, I guess.
Wait, can we walk on the roof with that?
Oh yeah.
No way. Well, I don't want to go on the roof, but wow, I can imagine myself going on the roof and at midnight when it's night time, and see Saint-Denis from the roof.
So that is
It would be beautiful.
it's beautiful from the ground, but it is even more beautiful from the roofs. Yeah. I've been on the roofs quite a few times in my lifetime. All right, on to the spot that I had intended to go to already.
Yeah, that's fine. Where is it?
Right around the corner, over here to the left. Unfortunately, we do have to start with the darkness that I mentioned earlier. The things surrounding the place I'm taking you to.
Do you want to show me the cemetery?
Well, that's one of them. Yeah.
Oh
but
my.
there's more. Unfortunately, this
More?
plaza up ahead of us is. I'm gonna not pronounce this correctly, and you being French, you're gonna despise me, but Ghetto Square, I believe. Is that what it?
Oh,
how you
this place?
Mm-hmm.
Ghetto
Ghetto Square.
Square.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a chair?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Some years
Ghetto.
ago, somebody decided to install this chair here. And this is apparently a new way to conduct executions of people who are convicted of heinous crimes and terrible things. Let me tell you, the smell is something.
You know the smell of that? Oh my god.
It's hard to escape it.
Oh, I prefer not to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying that, but in France we had the guillotine, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's worst.
The guillotine was something. Somehow I find the guillotine to be a little bit more merciful than that chair. That chair is horrible. It's horrible. It doesn't always work, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't witness it, but there was a man named Jack Kettleman who was supposed to be executed on that chair, but it did not kill him.
Morning.
Oh my god. Thanks God you didn't have to witness that, because I cannot even imagine. I would be traumatized if I see this kind of things.
Yeah,
Why they don't have the guillotine? That's easier.
right?
More
Little bit
efficient.
more humane, and it gets the job done.
Exactly, it's efficient.
Well, this is the place I wanted to take you. So you have the Ghetto Square over there that we just saw. We have the cemetery here to my right behind you. Obviously very dark, very brooding, very sad places. But
Yeah.
right here, you have something that is actually very nice. It's wait, what do they call this? That they call this a studio. Look, you see studio portraits. And it's where
Guide de
people
visite.
take photographs.
Carte de visite? Oh, okay, alright.
Those are
That's
open.
nice. Is it open?
Yeah, go on inside.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Can you take a photo of me like that with this thing?
I don't know how to operate it, but
Yeah.
if you find somebody who does, or photographers they're called, you can, yeah.
Oh my god. I would love being here and take photos.
Yeah. So, you
Who
know,
treasures pictures?
you can, the residents of Santini can bring their family to visit, the grandpa that is buried in the cemetery, and then come take a family photo right after. It's very bright, very very beautiful.
Oh my god. This is awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a picture of you? Have you been taking picture of you before?
I remember somebody a few years ago took a photograph of me and my family, but I never saw it. I don't think actually.
Well, I would love being taken here naked.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to see the cemetery. It is beautiful in its own
Oh
way,
yeah, we
but
can.
yeah, it is a brooding and sad place, of course.
That's a big cemetery.
It is. It is a very big cemetery.
Do you have a friend here?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I have a few.
In this, yeah. Oh.
I have a few people that I've buried throughout the crossing, and I've always had a mind to move their remains here to the cemetery, because this is where we've made our life, we've made our legacy in the city, and
Yeah.
I would like for my family, myself included, to all be buried here one day.
I understand. But you told me that you're from Sicily, right? You don't think to go back to Sicily? You want to live here forever in Saint Denis?
For forever is a very long time. I don't think I would ever go back home. Home is here now, so I hesitate to say go back home. I don't know if I would ever go back to Sicilia. No, I don't think so.
I understand. I have the same feelings for me and France, so yeah,
Well-
I understand.
Why did you leave France, if I may ask?
Well, it's a bit complicated, but long story short, I owe people a lot of money in France. I did a mistake. I fell in love with a French soldier, and I've made a loan to the wrong people. And I had the opportunity to left the situation to take the boat to America. So here I am.
Interesting. How much do you owe?
Oh my God, like, it's more than 4,000, way more.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, that's a lot. I'm trying to refund, rembourser.
Reimburse.
Yeah, reimburse. But
In English, I think we'd say just pay back. Pay back.
pay
with
back,
that.
pay
Yeah.
back. But I'm trying.
Okay.
I
Interesting.
have 1,000 already.
Hey, that's not bad. $1,000 will
that's
get you a long way nowadays.
Oh, that's so sweet here. The little gazebo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
That's so sweet.
This place is called the Garden of Eating. The Garden of Eden from the Bible, of course, right? The place where Adam and Eve were created and kept prisoners by God, depending on how you look at it, I suppose.
What?
Sorry, I
No, sorry, but I'm a bit sorry. I was thinking about something. What did you say? That's fine. That's fine.
no. This place is called the Garden of Eating, or
Oh, okay.
if you take the G out of the word eating, then you say the Garden of Eden.
Eating? Eating?
Eaton, yeah, Eaton, like eating, like right, like
Eating.
yeah, but then you take the G off and it's Eaton, the Garden of Eden.
Eating. Did I say it well?
Yeah, there you go, the
Eaton?
Garden of Eden. Yeah, it sounds like the Garden of Eden, which is God or whatever created the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve and all that. They were in the Garden of Eden and all that, right? So
Oh,
yeah.
I got you. Okay, I understand now. Sorry, I don't know the name in English, so in France it's not that name, so that's why
Oh,
I was
what
a
is
bit-
it in French?
You say the Garden of Eating, right? It's le jardin d'Ève. You see?
In the Bible, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Jardin
call-
d'Ève, is that the Garden of Eve?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know it was called different things in different languages.
Yeah. I guess the translation is a bit different.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Anyway, this place is a hotel, but it's also a restaurant slash event place that is run by two people called Romeo and Lydia. They've been running it for a long time. They called it the Garden of Eden to kind of, be a little bit of a playful words with regards to the Garden of Eden from the Bible. But it's a very beautiful place. This gazebo is very nice. It's very very natural, as you can see. There's a lot of greenery around, so it's a beautiful place to come have a meal.
This is beautiful. This is very beautiful.
If you ever meet Romeo and Lydia,
Oh, wait, I saw someone running.
where?
I swear I saw that direction to the florist.
Uh-oh.
Can
Inside?
you check? Oh my god, there is
Hello.
Oh? Lydia? Lydia, is that you? Oh, you scared me.
Miss Eleanor.
Oh, sorry. You scared me a bit. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't miss you.
No, you're fine. I saw you running, so I was
I
was wondering.
In a rush. I was trying to get back.
Okay, good.
I need a bath.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupting you. Just do your stuff. It's fine.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you.
How's the 9 lives?
It's fine. We have an event today. I don't know if you've heard about it. The auction.
All the people auction, the dates and stuff.
Yes, that's right. It's on the newspaper.
I just got back in town. I've been out of town for a week. I haven't looked in the newspaper yet. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Are you doing it? You part of the auction?
I will be a part of the auction.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. It's fun.
Well,
Still eating in Italian?
It's at
Yeah.
5 p.m.
But I didn't know, like in French, it was a different thing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go. It might be a bit awkward still.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand. Don't worry.
No complaints from me.
But anyways, it was nice seeing you. Don't let me interrupting you.
Nice seeing you too. Yeah. I'll swing by some point soon, shortly, maybe, possibly. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Miss Ella, I'm gonna be putting on a fashion show next month. If you want to be one of the models, that'd be amazing.
I
I'll
wonder
pay
why
you
they changed
for
it as well. It's very interesting to look into the history there, right? Why
what
would
is
they
it?
change it in French?
It's gonna be after Halloween in November.
Okay. Just send me a telegram and everything in it, and I will be a part of this. No worries.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy today. I hope you get loads of money. And yeah.
Thank you, Lydia. You take care.
All right.
Ciao,
Take
ciao.
care.
She used to work with me in the cat house.
Really? Okay.
She left, so that's why she don't really have a good relationship in the
Yeah.
nightlife salon.
Was she on bad terms then? Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
So that's the florist, right?
This is the this is the florist. I don't know if you've seen it, but you can buy a lot of things here, actually, if you so desired. Pretty much everything you can see, you can buy, as far as I can tell.
Wow.
Bro, that little megaphone thing right here,
that?
the phonograph. Fucking
Oh, that's a
beautiful.
clock. That's so the detail on the clock, everything. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice, yeah.
The tiny flower. That's sweet. I love this place. It's very beautiful. The flowers everywhere, the plants.
It is, yeah. Man, it's a nice place. And there's also more things outside. Everything here to our left and right you can also buy, depending on if you like gardening, I guess. But out here, you can buy a lot of things as well, including that statue.
Which statue?
That one back there.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, very nice place. Like I said, I know it more for the Garden of Eden, which is run by Lydia and Romeo. I've seen them around a few times since coming back, so they're still around. They still do things here, as far as I know.
It's very beautiful. I would love having a ball here.
A ball?
Yes?
Bonjour.
A
Okay.
ball. You know what is? Sorry, probably I'm using the wrong words.
Well, I know a
Ball,
ball.
dancing.
Yeah, yeah, like a dancing ball. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I needed to improve my English, so I don't know if I use the good words, but I think you understand me enough.
I do. Yeah. The crossing is a great place to practice English. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, what I've also noticed is that there's a lot of immigrants. There's a lot of people that come to the crossing from different
That's
parts of the
right.
world. I mean, I'm obviously from Sicilia, like we've discussed. You're from France. There's the Taipan. We're from China, etc. So that there's a lot of different places. Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Mexican.
I love that. I love that.
Truly is a melting pot of different cultures and
Bonjour.
nationalities. Yeah.
And the fun things is in Saint-Denis, we have everybody here, you know. Like, I know in the West we have more Hispanic, or Van Horn we have more German, you know, but in Saint-Denis we have everybody.
That's right. Yeah.
It's like everybody met in Saint-Denis.
Hello,
So great.
mister.
Yeah. There's a lot of diversity in Santini.
Diversity, yes, exactly. I really appreciate for the time, you know, you show me the city and all the secrets. I love that.
Of course, yeah. I love this city in many
and I
ways.
understand why.
Yeah. We're coming now to the what I consider the more well-established part of the city, right? Nicer houses, more wealth, of course. These houses to our right are very nice houses. A lot of them have gardens in the back. A lot of them have gazebos and things like that. You know, I don't want to walk you through every one of them because there's a lot, but it's worth checking them out sometime. Like, look at that right there on the right. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's incredible.
That's so beautiful. I love the color, the pink and everything. That's so sweet. And even what is on the floor? What is the name? Bricks?
Yeah.
Pavement?
Yeah, the bricks. Yeah.
I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so. I don't know. That's so sweet.
Yep.
Saint-Denis is beautiful. I wish I can have an apartment here, or even a manor.
That manor is, you know, maybe we'll leave that for another day. This lot is empty, but hopefully one day there'll be another house there.
Yeah, probably. Mine.
Hey, yeah, maybe. So I've purposely kind of not taken us to the center of the city, what I consider at least to be the heart of Saint-Denis, which is the Bastille. You know it very well. I don't have to take you there, of course, right? But that whole area is what I consider to be the actual center of the city. It's where most people go to. It's the nicest saloon. If you ask me, in the entire Saints Crossing, it's the nicest saloon, perhaps in the world, in my opinion. So I won't take you there, but you know all that area, of course. You know the theater, the big one.
Yeah.
Don't have to take you there, but I think that really kind of concludes it. You know the tailor shop, right? You've been to the tailor shop here to my left?
Yeah, I've been. Yes.
Yeah.
And I saw the garden as well the last time a bit.
Oh yeah, the garden in front of the manor.
In front, yes, in front.
Yeah, it's very nice.
There is the other garden in front of the tailor shop as well.
Yeah, that has a statue, right? The general.
Yes, that one. Does your brother know that we, we see each other? We had a talk.
What, today?
Walk. Yes, today.
Oh, he doesn't know. No.
Okay, good.
Good.
Because the last time he made the things a bit awkward, and the way we met, I was a bit confused, about the situation.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I did try to warn you. Don't take things personally.
No, that's fine.
My brother, he probably also did it in a little bit of a moment of revenge.
Revenge?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I've done things like that to him in the past.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Can we talk about what was that again? The orphans? What was that? What was I talking about?
The offense? What do you mean?
They, we were talking in front of the manor, and they goes like, you give money to the orphans or whatever.
Oh, the orphans, yeah.
Yes. Is it real, or it was a way to talk about something and I don't have to understand?
Oh, no, it's very real. It's the Sicilian Children's Advancement Movement, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very real, yeah. It's a foundation that we started to provide money for Sicilian children. Sicily's a very poor country right now, a very poor place, so it needs all the help they can get.
Bonjour.
Hey, buonasera. How you doing?
Hey, Vittorio, how you doing?
Hey. Santino.
Hey, we're just walking out, so we weren't gonna go in or anything like that.
All right. You just taking a look at the place.
Yeah, just walking around, showing her the city, actually.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, once you want to meet Eleanor. This is Vittorio Catalano, a very good friend of mine, a very good friend of ours.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
How you doing? I think we've met a few times before, Miss Eleanor.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah, we've already met.
Hey, we have. It's good to see you again. Good to see you in good health. No problems anymore, I presume.
No, everything is fine, thank you.
It's good to hear.
Yeah. I was just gonna show her the outside of the mansion, I guess. Hey, Vito, just showing her around the block.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yeah. Everything all right?
For the most part, yeah.
You just getting your day started or what?
Get ready to take a little break. I had my day started at like much.
Damn. Okay. All right. Well, I'll be around for a little bit. So, just
All right, yeah.
let me know. If Carlo's gonna be around today? Nah, never mind. He sent me a telegram saying he wasn't. So.
There's no idea. I ain't seen him in a few days actually. So.
Okay.
Not sure.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to your Saint Denis tour, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yep. Anyway, like I was saying, in a places like places like this are very, very opulent, and you know what I said earlier about opulence and elegance.
Yeah.
That's why we chose the other manor to be our home, rather than this one. Because
I
this
really
one,
wanted to see this one, though.
you wanted to see this one? Oh well,
I want to see the inside, the garden.
Hey, Vito, you have like 5 minutes or something? You gonna get busy?
Wait 5 minutes. Anything for you, shit, Yeah, I've got 5 minutes.
No, it's not for me. It's for Ellen. I've seen the inside of the manor. I know this place like the back of my hand. I'm in Moretti and all that, right? So, I mean, I know it. Eleanor would like to perhaps see the manor, if you have 5 minutes, that is.
Yeah, sure. I got a few minutes.
Okay, well, you see, hey, we're going to get a tour of the mansion by the man who lives in a mansion. This couldn't have been better. Couldn't have been better.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Oh wait, I just realized he lives here.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. I didn't understand that.
Palladini.
Bonjour. Hello.
That you, Palladini?
It is. Is that, okay. It's a nice suit.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Goodbye.
Enjoy.
Hey,
Well.
you too.
Yep, be safe.
Will be, yeah.
Yep, are you there?
As you can tell, people are kind of shocked that I'm even doing this.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand what is happening right now.
It's okay. It's nothing personal, all right?
Okay.
Vittorio, thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, sure. No problem. All right. Well, follow me.
Mm-hmm.
You see, obviously, you got the front door right there. Obvious, fantastic artwork all throughout this house. You won't get any better artwork anywhere. You even got, people coming in here, breaking into the place just to look at the artwork. Crazy. $10,000 chandeliers up there. That's the fantastic. Although they don't like to protrude
I'm
as
not
much light as
planning
they
to
should.
buy the house. That's beautiful.
All right, well then, okay, all right. I'll tune down the tour just a little bit then. Again, more artwork, only the best. Got a nice
Wow.
little gathering area here with fireplace, actually double-ended fireplace, I may add.
Ah, it's beautiful.
A double-ended fireplace.
A casual room here, a nice living area.
That's sweet.
Nice little table here. Have some shades,
Yeah, I can see.
piano.
Chairs and piano and yeah.
What happened there?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. All right. Well, we might come across some other things while we're in here. Interesting. Oh, here we've got son of a bitch. Excuse my French.
Oh, your French is fine.
I can't, bro.
Well, anyway, another fireplace here. Keep it very warm in the winter. It's a great place here. Always. A little back room towards the garden, now the kitchen. Oh, Maron. Best place in here, I gotta say. All kinds, only the best. Glassware, plateware, fine china, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
Icebox over here. Tea arrangements. Fully stacked kitchen, always. Cost about $50 to get all the groceries every week.
wow,
Okay.
wow. Beautiful. I love it.
It's a lot of food.
Yeah,
Yes.
always,
Very
a lot of-
opulent.
normally there would be a lot of people here, but recently,
All
Right.
fantastic cooking area here. I mean, it's just it's a chef's dream, really.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
have nice pans, Vito.
Oh yeah, all about the pants, all about them.
All right. Beautiful.
A little,
Is that
little, walnut cracking area, I like to call it. You know, sit down, candle lit, everything you need there.
Yeah, I still don't plan to buy this house.
Well, I just like showing off a little bit, all right? I can't help it. You know? You wanted the tour? It's just my tour. Everything's a sales pitch. Everything. Can't help it.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there a living room or living room?
Oh, no,
something?
over here. Oh, no. This is the crown jewel.
Oh wow, that's what I'm talking about. That's that's beautiful.
I think you're missing
Fucking street kids.
Oh, is that what happened?
I don't know. What happened?
You might need to get more of those.
Yeah. Whatever. I'll have Bronson pay for it.
That's
All right.
beautiful.
And like I said, fireplace. We like to keep it warm here in the Catalano house. Always. You know, we all run cold. So,
Fair
always
enough.
helps. Now, I always like to do this when I'm giving a tour to this place. These steps, you gotta go up it, see what it leads to. You gotta experience it by yourself.
Oh,
I always do
okay.
it that way. Yep.
Alone?
Yeah. I mean, there's no. You're not gonna get eaten up there. You'll be all right.
Are you planning to join me, or should I?
Oh, well, you come back down when you're taking it all in. It's great.
Okay.
I had to do the same thing at the dungeon over at the pawn shop.
What the hell's going on here, Sonny?
What? I can't. I'm
What do you
having
mean,
a
what?
I'm having a fucking walk here. Like what? What do you
Having a
mean?
walk. After that
Yeah.
letter she sent you, and you're having a walk. A walk?
I'm trying to.
Serious?
I'm trying to tone it down a little bit with it by having a walk. I mean, you heard the letter. It's fucking scandalous, man. I don't even know what to do.
Didn't we just talk about this, you and me, at the depot, the wagon depot?
What? Wait, we talked about a lot of things.
You better. What you trying to get to? What's the end goal here? You falling in love, Sonny? What's going on here?
That is an absurd accusation, Vito. Me?
Cause not 72 hours ago, we was just talking about how it never ends well,
It doesn't. It
and
doesn't.
that came from you.
It doesn't, and it wouldn't, but it won't because I'm not going that way. All right. You need a heart for that.
Get a heart for that. Okay. All right.
That's right. Hey, listen, nothing to worry about. I'm just showing around the city. It's fine.
All right.
That's beautiful here.
I'd show you around the city if you were new around town, Vito. If that makes you feel better.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
You probably just wouldn't be in a dress.
And you never know. Exactly. See, I
It's
told
very
you.
nice
You just
upstairs. Yeah.
have to experience that one by yourself. It's just a great area.
Yeah, there is a office room upstairs. That's the name, right? It's very beautiful.
Yeah, the office. Yeah, that's a great one. And I see. I did say the crown jewel was the eating. You know what's the word here? Dining room. That's what I'm looking for. But I don't know. At night, I don't think much beats this.
Here we go.
Oh my. I'm speechless. That's beautiful, my God. The lights, the fountain, the gazebo. Do you have events here sometimes, like music and things?
Occasionally, we have in the past. It's but haven't been putting on many events as of recently. You know, some things came up, but those things have left the crossing for the fifth time. So we'll see how that goes.
I see. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. You have a very beautiful place.
I appreciate
love
it.
him.
Thank you. Grazie mille. Appreciate it.
De nada. Nadie? I don't know.
Yeah, that'll work. Sure.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Can I have a look to the casino?
I was gonna say,
yes?
yeah.
Yes.
Let's get
Yeah,
down there.
absolutely, yeah.
Because it was great. Oh, fuck. I love him, man. I love Filoni, bro. He's so fucking good.
We get, simultaneously running. 3 fountains running at all times. They never stop.
Wow.
Pretty sure this place has seen like 8,000 weddings. Probably even just before your time, Vito. I don't know if in your time, but...
Oh, there's been like 3 here there's been 3 here while I've lived here, and I didn't even know they happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they happen quite a bit.
I was gone for like a week at one point, and they took, people went out of their way to have events here while I was gone for that week.
You know what they say when a cat leaves the house? Not calling you a cat, but you know what I mean.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's actually
Sure.
crazy. Is there alligator here?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, yeah, jump. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there is alligator here. But that's beautiful.
Oh, there's probably gators. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't know, but yeah, probably gators back here.
You get problems like that because we actually have a problem over at our place sometimes. They tend to, I don't know what they do. Is it taking the sun or whatever, like on the shoreline? You don't have a shoreline like right here, right? But
No. Well, they might like hide under the gazebo, but they're not a problem. If anything, they're like little guard dogs. Like if we're trying to talk and somebody's, hiding down there, they can't really hide down there. It's actually pretty convenient.
hey, same with us. Yeah, we have
Well,
that
if we're
same
planning
security
like a-
company.
Yeah, we're planning like a birthday party for somebody, and some street kid hears it and he goes and ruins a surprise. Well, now he can't do that.
Yep. I mean, we got a real problem over there, though. I've tried throwing pieces of meat into the river, like right behind our house, and they just, it's vicious. It's vicious.
Yeah, I've thrown pretty large hawks of meat back here before too, I must say.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Everything is beautiful here.
Yeah, well, you can't be this gorgeous and not live in a house this gorgeous.
So I guess you and your family, you live here, right?
Yeah, that we do.
That's wonderful. Do you mind if I sit? I need to eat. I'm starving.
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem.
I will use the chair behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free.
One of the many chairs. How many fucking chairs do you even have in here? What?
36.
1,000? Okay, 36. You've counted them.
36 out back. If we're counting inside, it's 52.
You've counted. Okay.
Wait, no. All including the bench, including benches. Or just chairs.
I suppose a bench is a chair. So
Including benches, it's
yeah.
64.
64. Okay. Solid number. That. Okay. It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of chairs, a lot of people,
Yeah.
a lot of chairs.
So what's the deal with the statue?
So did you
and-
call
and
me
the-
a fucking cat back there?
No, I said it's a saying, but it's hard to say that to somebody without calling him a cat. All right, I didn't mean to call. I wasn't calling you a cat.
All right.
But when a cat leaves the house, you know what they say, right?
The rats come in.
Rats come out to play.
Uh, It was actually the opposite with the last rat. I was the opposite. I showed face more often, and then he came around. But then once others, myself and others, showed more face, then he just kind of hid.
Scurried away to wherever he came from. Yeah.
To a bush.
To a bush somewhere. Yep. Or a sinking boat.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Any word from that at all? Is he really gone?
Oh shit, don't, oh no,
What is she?
If you did have any plans with her, you might not want to kiss her on the lips. My cousin used to bathe in that fountain. She just drank from it.
Fuck. Not that was a plan. That wasn't the plan. Hold up. I just made it sound like that was the plan. It wasn't a plan.
Right, okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
Am I interrupting in conversation?
No.
Just let me know.
Vito here was just gonna show us out, actually.
Okay, yeah. Fine.
Oh, yeah, sure. You know, I got some lunch waiting, so...
You don't want to get that, going
deal
cold.
with that for a little while. Exactly. Well, it's a cold sandwich, but... I
Don't want to go in stale. Disappointed. I really hope she tries in every way to crack Sonny and get cracked herself, broken to pieces, smashed, destroyed, demolished with his man in his frozen heart. I really hope she doesn't, because I don't want to do that, you know what I mean? Can't be the only one that wants Sonny to fall in love, only for her to be killed by someone so we can get a scorched earth. That is far from what Sonny would do. For love or anything like it. Someone could say this is a cursed man, or anyone who lives here, their life goes downhill after that. True, but Vito seems to be doing well for himself. How was the water?
Sorry?
How was the water?
What are you talking about?
In the fountain.
Yeah, in the fountain.
Ah, you thought that I went inside the fountain, right? You really thought that? I was looking at the fountain. I was looking at my reflection.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Are we going inside? Or?
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's right. Yeah, showed you out. Forgot about that. My fucking statue. For what?
Why the feet?
Why the statue?
Yeah. You're right, that's a better question. Why the statue at all, yeah. All right,
well, hey, hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, really. Thank you very much. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful manor.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time, Vito, all right? Go destroy that sandwich, and I'll see you around in a little bit, probably.
Take care.
Yeah, probably. All right, take care, the two of you.
Ciao. Anyway, as I was saying, opulence, the killer of elegance. You know what I mean? Like this kind of place.
Yeah,
just
that
didn't really,
makes sense.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense now. It's very beautiful, though. Very
Yeah.
flourish, a lot of things.
See, our manor is not like that.
Really?
Really, yeah.
Can you describe it a bit? So I can have an idea.
Well, it's a little bit more well, not a little bit, a lot more simple. We don't have a gazebo out back. We do have a beautiful garden and a fountain out back. I'm very proud of that garden. That garden is very, very beautiful. It's very, and I would say it's better than the one we just saw behind us, right? In a lot of ways, it's not as big though. The house is, it feels a little bit more like a home. The hallways are narrow. The spaces are smaller. The rooms are more well defined, and we don't have 8 fucking fireplaces. I
Yeah,
think we have 2 or 3, maybe.
that's fine. That's already a lot.
Yeah. It's hard to describe. Maybe one day you'll see it.
What is your favorite place in your house, Manor?
My favorite place, huh? Oh, fuck.
What's wrong?
Nothing. My favorite place is the library.
Well, I wish one day I will see it.
Yeah, one day. Maybe.
That's your family in front, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is where it ends for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's other things in the city that I haven't showed you. Everything in between, everything I did show you today, all the alleyways, everything hidden away. It's also very interesting to take a look at. So maybe one day I can show you that, or you can see it for yourself.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can do that. But thank you very much for the walk today, Santino.
Of course.
I really appreciate you.
Of course, of course. It was a nice time. You have your event coming up soon, so you should probably get to that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I will prepare the event. So yeah. But thank you again. You take care, and don't hesitate to send me a telegram if you want to, have another walk or something else with me.
Likewise, likewise. All right. Take care of yourself. Be safe.
Yeah, you take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Down the street,
Oh my God! Everybody's here.
right?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so if he wants something, he can reach out. He can always reach out. He ain't never gonna be turned away. How you doing, Sonny?
Doing all right.
I haven't been around for a little while. I'm just back around now, quite recently.
I think
But-
you've been kind of taking a come here in person approach.
What do you mean?
I don't think he's ever. I don't think he's. I mean, I wouldn't turn him away.
Ain't nobody gonna turn him away.
Not turn him away, just pass him over in conversation and doing things and things of that nature. If there's a few of us and someone's got to sit down because there's too many of us around, who's the first one to sit down?
Yeah, those kind of things usually go in a hierarchy order if there's a lot of people around.
Well, the problem is, what is the hierarchy? Because as far as the last conversation we've had, there are 10 people in that hierarchy.
Well, no. Don't worry about numbers. Just the fact of the matter is, if there's you three, and say us over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You three are at the bottom of the hierarchy, and that's just how it is.
What are they talking about?
Right?
To a degree, yes.
No, not to a degree. To the matter of the fact.
Well, the matter of the fact is that of the three of us, one of us is a soldat,
Oh, right, yeah.
which the fact that it's forgotten here is indicative of a problem.
And
ain't
I don't think
forgotten
it's
shit.
forgotten on any.
Because I mean, if you think about it, all right. So first of all, nobody's forgot nothing, right? If Max is sent away, is somebody? Oh, okay, maybe I forgot. Has Max? Is he a soldier?
No.
Right.
No.
Okay. Is Joey?
No.
All right, and you are right. So then, if somebody's gonna be sent away, it's probably gonna be Max, because
Talking about like
even
hierarchy
between
and
Max
shit?
and Joey, we see Joey a lot more.
And associates are never usually invited to any kind of sit down, any kind of meetings, unless they're, unless we're outnumbered. And in that case, then yeah, if there's more family members around than there are, and Joey and Max are around, then family members will come before Joey and Max in that case.
So I hear what you're saying, but there are two things I'd like to point out. because it's been what 6 months to a year since we stopped being our separate group and joined in. At this point, the conversation at the beginning of all that, Effie, you specifically mentioned the thing about associates, and you also said that times have changed. These are different circumstances, and it was agreed upon that no matter what happened, the people who were in this house would be, the 10 people involved with our particular operations. And also a part of that discussion was I have felt for a long time that when I received my promotion from Tony, that Maxwell and Joey in particular had both earned it just as much, if not more, than I had. Maxwell and I essentially came up in all this completely together since just before you guys got banned from the city, as far as our association with you guys. Yeah, we had both been around before that, but as far as any interaction. And the big issue we were running into when we took over the Solana outfit, when Tony had gone over to New York, is that there was no way for us to experience growth in that sense. There was no way for any of them to prove themselves as people capable of being soldiers of this family, even though they were out there earning and putting their life on the line every day for it.
Because there was nobody really leading that group except for yourself. Right.
And I'm not.
I think they're talking about
by the
groups
way.
of 10. So like,
But
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I'll talk about it
where-
here in a second.
Where the perspective comes from, because then the group merged.
and then
But-
Max and Joey became our associates. Yeah, I know. But then there is an issue being that there's been no boss of the family around for a long time. So somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's been nobody in a position to make promotions for a long time. So promotions have not happened for anyone.
Because also keep in mind, am I cutting you off, Effie?
No.
He's just me here.
Do I got
so
you?
guys, do we
No,
know
you
if Eleanor streams? I don't know if she does.
So
Does
the
anybody
thing
know
is-
if Eleanor streams?
Because we got folks going back and forth so much, we never really know how many folks are staying at the house, right? And that's been
I
a
think-
problem for a
Sorry.
while.
I think that's partly part of the problem, like, because Paladini and I've talked about this before, and that, I think that is where some
hell
of
yeah,
this concern about being looked over has
Is she
come
streaming
from,
now?
because sometimes there'll be 2 people at the house, sometimes there'll be 10.
Right.
Depends on who's around.
And it
And
can change from a
sometimes-
day.
Sometimes Joey and Max are wanted around and needed. Sometimes everybody's around.
We have to
and
give her
they're
a
sent
shout
away.
out. We have to
So
give her a
I
shout
can
out.
fully understand why they have that feeling. of
That was
being passed
awesome.
over.
That's a cool
And
little
there was also
interaction
the
we had.
assurance
We
that
have
it
had
wouldn't
with her.
be the case if ever it came to pass when we first initially joined together.
Thank you.
The
Yes.
understanding was
Shout
that,
out to her.
regardless
Give her all the
of who comes
praise.
back
Go
around,
follow her.
of
She
course,
that was
there are
awesome. That
levels
was an
to
awesome
things.
interaction we had
And
with her.
of
We have
course,
had
there
with
are
her a few
people
times
who are
already.
due
So
their proper respect, and in any cases that are not exactly directly operationally related, would be deferred to no matter what. There are certain things that I need to know, whether it's me or them. But in terms of going to places to go do things, there was an understanding that unless there was a meeting and a change of, who was actually sleeping in a bed, people would not be looked over.
No, and yeah, I agree. I agree that it's become a bit of a grey area, and it's something we should definitely have a conversation about. Particularly
agree.
if Max and Joey are going to be around, I think it's important that we have that conversation, because I don't want anybody feeling like they're being passed over and looked over. I, for one, appreciate the work that Joey and Max have done. I'm sure everybody else does too. So we should definitely have that conversation about where they see themselves, and yourself as well, Paladini. I know that you've felt similarly with Tony's absence. So I want to make sure we have that conversation at some point.
And I would like to just reiterate to everyone here involved that these feelings do stem from a place of wanting to prove themselves as being something more to this family. Again, even in the feelings of Maxwell currently, what he's trying to do on Guarma, he's doing to the end of being able to support this family in some way when he feels like he can't support it the way he was intending to.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't seen Max for a while, but I will reach out to him. And he should never feel like he can't be here. Same with Joey. But like I said at the beginning of this conversation, there may be times where they are asked to sit out of a meeting, or that's just part of the associate role, unfortunately, right now. But like I said, we should talk about how they fit in going forward.
Well, I'm missing a bit of context here because I'm trying to understand what you all are talking about, and I think I have an idea. But did something happen? Is somebody?
Well, Tony was running a crew, right, for a while, and Palladini, Joey, and Max were part of that crew. They were kind of a separate outfit to what Sergio was doing with us.
Of course,
when Tony was around. And then Tony went to New York, and we kind of incorporated or brought Palladini and Joey and Max into our crew.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess there has been no real coming together of crews since that initial conversation. And Palladini, I think, is saying this to himself. Joey and Max are wondering what their position actually is.
Sort of. It feels like there is a coming together. It's just that, as people come back, and it happens with Tony too, where Tony comes back and it feels like he's trying to, have us do things. And of course, I would do whatever for Tony, right? But at the same time, I had a conversation with him where I said to him, look, I would do whatever for you, but you need to have a sit down with Sergio and Pearly, because there are certain things where at the moment we are working with them, meaning that there are certain things that we just cannot do because it will end up becoming too complicated. So I feel like it's just a situation of there needs to be something set in somewhat stone, so there's fewer questions. I mean, when we went to Santino and I went to Valentine with you and your brother a few weeks back, and I ended up having to patch him up. I didn't even really have my gun on me during that, because I felt like I was the only person from the group that I am with, in particular, who was there. I drew my hammer immediately, but obviously the whatever happened. But I wasn't sure if I should even be carrying a weapon because of how many of us there were and who was there. And I'm glad I was around because I was able to be useful in other ways, but
I think
confusion gets you killed.
Forgive me for saying this, Paladin, but maybe you're overthinking that, right? I understand the nuances of, I suppose, the separate group that Tony's running versus what you would call, I suppose, the core of the family, which was based out of this house, right? Tony and his group has 10 beds. We here at the manor, we have 10 beds to fill, and that's simply it, right? But when it comes to riding out and doing things like we did in Valentine Night Day, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter who's sleeping where. It doesn't matter who's with who or under who or anything like that. When we ride out and we're a posse of 6, you should always have your gun on you. It doesn't matter. At that point, there's no distinction between Tony's people and my people or Vito's people, anything like that. We put 6 people together. Everybody's got to be armed at all times. So don't shy away from doing that, because I feel like you're mixing up concepts there. If you catch my meaning, right?
I do.
Now,
although again, I'm not Tony's people right now. I'm currently Sergio, Pearly, Effie, and Sophia's people.
Right. I suppose I was using that comparison there as kind of like an example, but In general, if you're just riding out with 5 other people, you should always be armed, regardless of where they're from or who they're with. It's a very different concept. It's 2 separate things, if you will, right? Now, when it comes to armed conflict with other people, that's when you have to be, a little bit more mindful of things, right? And then at that point, it's Tony's group is going to, enter into conflict with another group, then only Tony's people can really participate in that conflict. Same applies here.
I don't feel like any of this Tony business has been communicated to anybody by Tony. Have y'all had this talk with Tony about this?
This is the first I'm hearing about it, that Tony has taken it upon himself to, tell Max, Joey, and even have conversations with yourself, Paladini, on what to do and how to do it, and, what's what.
I hope she
know
enjoyed
you did
it.
a long time ago.
Well,
Oh yeah, of
I
course.
hope she
that
enjoyed
was
the
how
awkwardness
how
that Sonny
used
can
to
be.
right? But as you just said yourself, Paladini, I was myself as well under the impression that the 3 of yous were under my command, and that's how this was going for the past, as you said, 6 months to a year,
right.
as we have been doing here, representing the family. Now, I will say, I've received a total of 1 to maybe like 2 telegrams from Maxwell in about like 4 months in regards to him being around. Joey tells me he's around a lot, but that's just, timings and whatnot. Yourself, you've been out of the crossing a fair amount too. I do get a telegram when you're around, and, we do what we can. But in terms of like operations and who's doing what, a conversation is needed. There is a gray area that needs to be addressed, absolutely. But I don't see how there's any confusion about who you
I
work
can
for.
I can understand it though. I think it works both ways. I certainly haven't. I don't know if any of you have reached out to Joey and Max recently, but I can understand where they're coming from though, because Tony has come back sporadically, and when he is around, he does ask them to do things. So I can understand where the confusion for them is, because they don't know who their boss is meant to be.
So
But
it's
I-
very
how-
clear.
I don't
It's very
get that.
clear to us that we are in your group.
Well,
The
if a capo
issue-
regime comes around and is telling you to do something, and you're a soldier or
Right.
an associate, you're going to do it, right?
The issue, yeah, that's pretty much the issue, is that it didn't seem like Tony was fully aware that we were in your group. And also, too, as you say, with them having to leave the premises sometimes and not being invited to meetings, like you said, when Tony comes around and says something, there's a very few things that people are not going to do for him.
I get that, but to my recollection, it's only happened once where people have been sent away. I've seen Max once in like 4 months.
I mean, a week
I
ago, you
can't-
had me stand across the street for an hour while you and Bronson talked to some people in Blackwater after I rode you guys there and rode back.
You were a part of that conversation. You weren't told to
You
stand
You literally
away.
said stand across the street because it looks too conspicuous.
Yeah, I know what
Three of
I
us
said that. I said
An
that.
hour.
You said that.
I said that, yeah. It wasn't an hour though.
It was 45 minutes approximately.
Exactly. So not an hour.
It sounds like a lower level, so the more you give
that
it,
was just,
the merrier it'll
I'm
be. Yeah.
sensing animosity.
Well, there's a lot of that to
about
be
the
had,
whole thing,
for sure.
I understand
Excuse me
the
a second. You're back.
frustrations. I do. But forgive me when I don't see some people around as much myself, and I see other people are coming around a lot more.
Maybe to Moretti's crew, but when he passed away, we felt there was nothing
I know we said
for
what we
us to
said
move
about
forward. So sadly, we had to
everyone
leave
being,
and do our own thing, and we were kept away from
part
the
of
things.
me. If anything were to happen,
That makes
would be
sense.
that. But
Pacey,
when
right? It
nobody's
makes
around
sense.
in my eyes. I'm not saying, I had no idea Max is in Warmer has been doing all this with his invention. This has not been communicated to me at all. Joey maybe tells me he's around. Like I heard he was around last night on Telegram. And if you're all under the assumption that you're part of my group, I feel like I should be the person to know. Because I get the impression that not many people are around. I'm around. I'm here almost every fucking day. So if someone should be communicated to about who's around and who's not, it should be me. So I can make these kind
I think
of
we did the right thing and made a name for ourselves. 100%. You guys have
I
done
can't make informed
beautifully. You
decisions
guys have
without
done
information.
a fantastic job of making a
And-
name for
and
yourself,
I'll add
separate
this
from the
too,
Moretti
the being the black one. The reason why Bronson was a part of that meeting was
group,
for
separate from the
perspective's
DiCenzo
sake,
group. It's
because
been
he
great.
had
So
attended a meeting with them people before. So he was there to, hear it firsthand to see if it was any different than the meeting that was had before with Bronson's people.
Right. And it's not like a specific instance, but it's just that instance, things of that nature do happen. And there's not really any animosity or anything like that. And I do hear what you're both saying, and I do hear what you're saying specifically, Sergio, about, seeing people around. When, I stepped away for a couple of months pretty consistently. I stepped away recently. Before that, I was told that you, Sergio, were on hiatus, on a little vacation. And there was not a lot going on there. So I took that time to go settle some affairs back in Pennsylvania.
Sure.
And then I would, check in every once in a while, and when it seemed as though people were back and more active again, I've been slowly trying to, come back around as much as possible. Right? And so I get that there are times where people are not around and other people are around, and it's not that it's negative feelings or animosity of any kind, and more that it's just some confusion, and I guess Santino has clarified a little bit of it, for me at least, about confusing certain things, but it's really just the gray area, like you put it.
Right.
It's causing some confusion.
I will say this, all right? I have been in the position that all three of you have been. I can relate and understand exactly how you're feeling. What I would ask you to communicate to them, and I will send them a telegram this myself, is that I'd like to have a conversation.
Filoni, thank you
with
so much
both
for
of them.
the sub with your Prime,
I'll
man.
send them a telegram as
Thank
well.
you so much for
but,
the RP as well, bro. That shit was
We
hilarious. I
really
was
need to have a
dying.
talk further about this.
Gives you
because
deja vu.
I need you three to
Yeah.
understand that I am fighting your corner here. You can ask Santino. I'm singing your praises all the fucking time, but I need you to be around to meet the people, and get to know folks a little more. And as much as it might feel a little shitty sometimes when you come around and you're told to step aside, or you need to go stand outside while we have this meeting. That is just the circumstances of things, and every single person standing here has experienced that, and meaning no offense, probably experienced it a lot more than you three. But we stand here today, part of the family. And I am singing your praises all the fucking time because I know who has been here upholding the family's name, doing work for the family. I've been in the leadership position I have, unable to make the changes I wanted. It's a new day though. Who knows what tomorrow might hold? Get them boys back, get them here, we'll have a talk. Because I see extreme, large amounts of I know what they're capable of. I want to see it more though. And you too.
And I say this, because of, your position, right? You don't really need to worry about any of these things, right? Because let's say there were a time when something was to happen, something big, and you were really needed with a gun in hand, right? It will be communicated to you what the situation is and where you need it. In the meantime, ain't nothing to it but, do your work, make your money, and build yourself. That's why we got leadership.
Can I add something with regards to that? And I want to address this with you straight, Paladini. All right. Obviously, in the last year and a half, my brother and I have been absent. People have been in charge. Pearly, Sergio, Effie, Sophia, etc. People have been taking charge and lead with things, of course, right? But I am planning on being around more, and this is maybe a conversation that I have not had an opportunity yet to have with Pearly or Sergio or anybody else really about current people, the people who have been around more recently, that have been contributing more recently. I obviously have not seen it myself, so I need to sit down with them and talk to them about all of this, because it is important to define certain things. And I understand your frustration. I want to tell you that, to a certain degree, I've kind of purposefully not had that conversation. I've been coming around just to kind of get a feel of the waters and all that. I kind of want to see who has been around. I want to see them. And if you have been around, I'd like to see that. I'd like to hear that the praise that Sergio Scarpati has given me of you, it rings true in reality. I'd like to see you in action. I'd like to see anybody else in action that has put in work and has contributed to the well-being of this family in my absence. And therefore, I would ask you then, the same as Sergio has, to show face. If you are interested in this, if you do want, if you are ambitious, if you will, with a certain role or whatever, and same goes with Max and whoever else, they need to be around. They need to show face, and I would say now's the time, if you will, because by the time I have that conversation with Sergio and Pearly, then we start writing down names, and if I start hearing a name that I just haven't seen, because again, my intention has been to come around and feel the waters, right? And during my time feeling the waters, if I hear a name that hasn't shown face, and what am I to do with that, right? I haven't seen Max in, at this point, over a year and a half. What am I to do with his name if it comes up? That's obviously a me problem, right? But again, I haven't had that conversation yet. And I don't necessarily plan on having it tomorrow or the day after. I'm taking my time with it. The conversation will be had. And I need to see a face to the name, if you will. So, just keep that in mind.
I will.
I'm gonna get some water.
I think that as far as this, unless there was anything else that any of you guys wanted to say, as far as what I wanted to say, that about covers it. And, I think further conversation with Joey and Maxwell is a good idea. I know that you guys were saying you might want to have a conversation with Santino here. Whether it's before or after, just know that there was a bit of information gathered yesterday even in regards to this Sunshine situation from what Sophia told me. Joey and I were able to connect a couple dots and might have helped to begin triangulating their main areas of operation. So whenever that is the most pressing matter to discuss, I have that for you guys. It's something quick, but it's something that actually is conveniently timed.
That's perfect. Have Joey and Max come back from Guam, have them be around, and have all three of you present that and show Santino here and others what you're capable of. Because if we ought to take anything away from this conversation, Palladini, it's that, and Santino will co-op, whatever the fuck that word is. He'll agree with me. I've been singing your praises this whole fucking time. But I need to see yous around for that to not just be words coming out of my mouth. Because I want yous in those positions. Understand that, Palladini.
Understood.
Would you think Maxwell and Joey would be available tomorrow? And yourself, of course.
Tomorrow, I can be available earlier than today, but from pretty much earlier than 4 hours earlier than now.
Okay,
Pretty much
so-
after 12 o'clock New York, I will be personally indisposed for most of the rest of the day.
Okay, how about on Monday?
On Monday, from about this time on, I will be around.
Okay, so around, I mean, let's just call it 5, right? 5
Right.
Eastern? 5
Yeah.
New York time? Okay.
Give or take 30 minutes around that time, I will be around, and I will be around for, the night at that point.
You think Joey and Maxwell will line up with that? With your activity that day on Monday then?
I would have to try to reach out to them. Maxwell, like I said, we moved him to Guama so he could start putting together some resources there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really been able to telegram him because he's gonna check his telegrams. He has to come back here to do it. So,
Right.
short of going to Guama myself and traipsing around in the jungle to find him, I kind of have to wait for him to get back to Ansburg. Joey was around yesterday, and the plan was he was going to come around again today. So, I don't know when. He tends to come around a little bit later than me usually, so I would expect possibly any time now he would be around today, and I could talk to him about Monday.
Perfect. Yeah, do so. Then let's just arrange to have this meeting that you're talking about where you want to give us the information and show us the work that you guys have been doing. Let's have that on Monday, all right? I'll make
That
myself
sounds good.
available.
Okay, yeah. As long as I wasn't sure how pressing everything was, so as long as it's not like a pressing concern, we'll keep doing our digging and then bring as much as we've got Monday.
Pressing is a particular word, but I will say the sooner the better. So, Monday it is. All right. Has everybody here been caught up to date with what we discussed earlier, Sergio?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. It's not been too long since I woke up, but I believe some people are away.
I know Sophia is, from what Bronson told us. Bronson was present. He communicated everything to you, correct, Sophia?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Effie, do you know? Pearly?
Nope, no clue.
Yeah, Sophia told me.
Just carry on like I know. I'll catch up.
Well, I mean, it's good to reiterate it, even for Pearly and Sophia, who have an idea then of what it is. I was there present at the meeting. The account that you have, obviously, is from Bronson, who was present. I don't mean to say he communicated anything in a way that would be false or vague, but we had a meeting with Sunshine and Company because of an issue that Scarpati had with him, Sergio. Sergio also, at one point, had a meeting planned with Ida Ullman, who at that point in time, I believe, was riding with the Vigilantes or was with the Vigilante groups who were sworn enemies of Sunshine and Company. And it turns out in that meeting with Sunshine, Ida Ullman shows up like she's one of them, which was very shocking and difficult for me to kind of wrap my head around, if I'm being honest. We had this meeting, things were discussed, an apology was sent through us to Sergio about the incident that happened in Rose. I'm not sure if you all are aware of that, but Sergio can fill you in. A brief conversation was had with Ida Ullman herself. She seemed very mouthy, disrespectful. We didn't intend to have that conversation without Sergio. Of course, Sergio, it would have been better if he was there, but we did not actually follow through with that conversation all the way through. That conversation is still pending. We left it at, we'll get back to you, Ida, to arrange the meeting that we were supposed to have, etc. And that's currently where we stand. So, Sergio, have you thought about it more? Are you willing to have this meeting? Are you willing to try at least?
I mean, it says I told you earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to have a meeting still.
Okay.
As you know, no?
Okay, well then I think the best we could do here is attempt to have the meeting. You're probably right, she might not show up given that she knows the circumstances now, unfortunately, because she kind of was thrown at us as a little bit of a curveball during that whole interaction with Sunshine and Company, but may as well try, right?
Or she might not come alone.
True. Now, one of the things with this whole interaction with Sunshine is that I ended up not being sure if Ida Ullman was really a part of them. Because during the first meeting that we had with Sunshine, he actually dismissed her. But then during our talk with her after the meeting, he was there. And went so far as putting an arm on her shoulder or a hand on her shoulder when she got a little bit agitated, it would seem. So, we're not sure exactly what the nature is. However, if we do reach out for a meeting and she ends up coming with Sunshine and Company, then that pretty much confirms it, right? She's one of them.
Well, it sounds to be a lot like she's who was that girl that we killed and then got everybody pissed?
Which one? There's a few.
Enola.
Enola is one.
Enola,
Yes.
yeah.
No, that was one, but there was somebody
Effie
else.
May.
Effie May.
Oh yeah, she seems a lot like Effie May, a sweetheart of the West. You know, just
Don't cuss, Pearly.
I'm not cussing. But it seems very much like one of those.
It does, but at the same time, it's a bit confusing because, again, she was with the vigilantes, or at least very much appeared to be, who, again, sworn enemies of Sunshine. It's not the same as those names that you mentioned, because those names that you mentioned would ingratiate themselves with groups that were friendly with each other, right? At least as far as I can remember. Effie May, maybe not so much, but...
Well, they're definitely not sworn enemies anymore. I mean, she was there with them.
That's what's confusing. Because
Yeah.
she
I mean,
is,
either
it's
way.
almost like somebody coming from us to the West and you know, like opposites, if you will. Like, they were at each other's
Yeah.
throats. I mean, I had the conversation with these vigilantes, and they couldn't have been more condemning and damning of Sunshine and his consort. They couldn't have been more fucking clear that they wanted to burn them and bury them.
Cowboys.
So she's a fence sitter.
I don't know. At the very least, she's a flip-flopper. Clearly.
She was very hesitant to explain any of it too, right? As Bronson said.
She was, yeah. Yeah. You know, in her defense, she's right. Perhaps it's not our business, but it becomes our business when she shows up to a meeting like that, right? Which perhaps she didn't understand. But, yeah,
How
she
did
was
this
very
meeting
hesitant.
come about? Did y'all run into him? Was she just riding around with him?
No. So I telegrammed the man called Javi who runs with Sunshine. I don't have Sunshine's telegram. I have Javi's. I reached out to him. I arranged the meeting. She was not mentioned at all prior, obviously, right? She literally showed up at the moment, to the surprise of myself and I believe Tony Salerno, who was the only other person who known her, or knows her rather.
Supposedly.
Which part? Supposedly which part?
Tony knows her. I had never heard him mention that girl before. And he talking about he got business relation with her and why he borrowed money from me then. If he got business going.
I think business is a loose term here. From my understanding, Tony was
Didn't he
selling
also
drugs to...
Didn't you also say he had a father-daughter relationship with her?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Never heard the name mentioned before.
It's very weird.
Where the hell did that come from?
Something to ask Tony, I guess.
I guess we'd have to ask Tony indeed, yeah. But Tony does know her, at the very least, on a superficial level. Yeah. But she was, again, not invited to that meeting. It was a bit of a curveball and a surprise to see her there.
So she was not invited to the meeting, but she just showed up. So somebody had informed her of that meeting.
The way I'm going to presume it went was she was with them at the moment that she was made aware that we wanted to meet her. And at the same time, they were aware that we wanted to meet them. And so they communicated amongst themselves, and Sunshine, not knowing exactly the context under which we wanted to meet Ida, of course, said, well, may as well come along because we're meeting them, you could talk to them right away.
Right.
That's how it kind of felt like it came about, if you will.
What do you want to see happen right now, Sergio? With her?
I mean, I said this to Santino earlier, but as it currently stands, we can have a meeting, right? We can have that talk, but if she has the same attitude as she did apparently in the other meeting, and, you know, continues to just outright flaunt and mock us, because when she does that to me, she's doing it to all of us. Then I think the next steps should be discussed, and I think everyone's on the same page of what those next steps are.
Yeah,
Can I
they
ask
come
why?
with.
Sorry,
Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, can I ask why we're having a meeting with her? What is she to us? I mean, what's the meeting for?
Well, at the time, we was under the assumption that she was a part of the vigilante group, and we had the stuff with the sorry, excuse me, my head's fucking hurting. We had this stuff with the Barletti conflict, right? We had that assumption that maybe some people were coming into the city to fuck things up. Not so much the case anymore. We had this stuff with Sunshine and crew, them pointing a gun to me. That's been cleared up. Nothing's really going to come of that. But at the time, the Ida thing was also another point of potential conflict, so that's why we decided to have a meeting, because if she would apologize, I was willing to take an apology and maybe some compensation.
Essentially, as I explained it to Sergio, we were rolling 3 dice. If it happened to be that we rolled 3 blanks, then it would have been a lot. So if there was 1 dice that I would say, hey, let's not roll it and see if we can just have a meeting, it would have been this whole thing with Ida. Because that would have been something simply a void, if you will. Unless necessary. And it's also, I'm of the opinion that although these vigilantes are Westerners and they are outlawish in nature, we have quite a bit in common with them, at least in terms of our disdain for the outlaw lifestyle that Sunshine represents. So, I suppose, with the intention of keeping a good relationship with them, a conversation was perhaps in order with Ida.
But it
Yes.
sounds like she was still belligerent, right?
Oh, she was, yeah. And she's no longer with them, I would presume.
Well, maybe she's still mouthy because now she has backup, and that's what we got to worry about. Maybe second.
Maybe.
Can I ask a question about this meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Where was it located, just for what I am currently working on? Was it on their turf, and if so, where was that?
We selected the location. The location was the newly constructed building that is directly west of Ansburg, up on a hill.
I think I might know the one you're talking about.
Very
Is it the one
nice
that you brought us to? That one day? With all the bridges and shit?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
With all the bridges? No.
There's like that little, you know what I'm talking about, where there's all the rope bridges and stuff and you have to climb up it?
No.
Okay, different place. Alright. But you selected the location?
Yeah, we did, yeah. We initially invited them to come into the city, but they had issues with law. They were driven out of the city by law.
Okay. I just wanted to know if they selected the place, because then the location they chose would be important information. But okay, continue.
I believe that's pretty much it. I mean, this is at the discretion of Scarborough. Obviously, this is your issue, your subject here, right? So, you say you want to have a meeting or want to attempt it, then let's try it.
Sure. I have very negative what's the word? I predict it's gonna go badly.
What exactly did she do to you again?
So we was in Blackwater, about to have the conversation with the Delaney remnants, whatever. I said to her jokingly in the street, because I recognized I ain't buying what you're selling. I said to a bunch of people just to, fuck with them a little bit. She decided that she wanted to just completely fucking explode and start being rambling in the streets, and basically told me and Mikey to go fuck ourselves. got extremely hostile over the whole thing randomly. But at the time we had a meeting, so didn't want to like start beating somebody down in the street for being disrespectful, whatever. I was gonna leave it for another day. I seen her in Blackwater like 4 nights ago now, and she was really fucking drunk. And basically, she recognizes me and repeats what I said to her back, which was I ain't buying what you're selling. I was like, okay, enjoy your night, because she was with Gideon and some other guy, and I didn't really want to start hashing that out there. And then I told her that it was just a joke, and no offense was meant by it or whatever. And she tells me to go fuck myself again. And then I start smoking a cigar on the front out by the saloon in Blackwater, and basically she's there like with a friend mocking me and whatnot, and just being childish, whispering to him, but I can overhear him, making fun of what I look like. I'm smoking a cigar in the rain, whatever. So yeah, that's what she's done. And now coming to that meeting, apparently she found the whole thing really funny.
She was smiling under her breath, without a doubt.
But here's the easy thing, right? That even if we have a meeting and it goes bad, we know she operates out of the Armadillo Undertaker. It's made out of wood, It's easy to find her. And if not find her, then just goddamn, send a telegram by somebody else, have somebody set up a meeting with her over there, she'll show up, and then grab her from there.
Yeah, we don't have to do anything in this meeting that we might have with her, even if she does turn up. We can go about it a smart way where we're not putting the risk of shooting sunshine and whatnot down if they do decide to turn up.
Mm.
It doesn't have to. I'm not like foaming at the mouth for this person. None of us should be disrespected like that.
No.
I mean, to me, it feels like having another meeting is like us going out of our way to try and smooth things over with somebody we shouldn't really have any care about.
Oh, don't get it wrong. All of this up until even the meeting with Sunshine has been us going out of our way. This is a courtesy that we've given her.
Why,
indulging a meeting. Same with Sunshine, to be honest. I mean, a gun to Sergio's head, a shot fired over or his chest rather, and a shot fired over his head. You ask why?
I mean, the Sunshine thing, Sergio explained that Sergio was in the wrong place at the wrong time with regards to that. I can understand why that happens, but I don't understand why we're wanting to have a second meeting with some woman who was disrespectful to us in the street. I mean, why are we not just going out there and fucking her up?
Because I think that meeting was on her terms and not on ours, because she chose to show up like that. It wasn't intended. Sure, we call upon people. They don't just show up like that,
Yeah, I get that, but we're going to now have another one with her. I mean,
for that,
she really deserves that.
For
right?
that meeting, it's important Sergio's there. So
it is important I'm there for that thing specifically, because I'm sure she would. If you were to have the full meeting with her, I'm sure she'd try and spin it some other way, right? And elaborate in a certain way that painted her to be the victim or some shit. And I think it's important I'm there to say it how it is. And secondly, that courtesy has not even been extended once. But again, I want to take the hammer to her from day one. But given her potential implication with other groups, I think it's the smart thing to do. But I'm very fucking close to just saying no meeting, fuck you, find a basher, end off.
I mean,
because it's also on us a little bit that we had to meet with us Capo.
Yeah, but as they said, she kind of ambushed at the point. It wasn't.
Yeah, but I mean, still.
I mean, again, we did not intend to even see Ida Ullman at all that day.
But can I ask something though? Like, how did she even know what it was about? Like, how did it even get to the discussion about what it was about? Because, in my opinion, it should have been just kept at we'll have that talk another time. Like, why was it even discussed at all? Because now she knows. Now, I'm sure she knew from like she had an inkling, but how like now she fucking knows exactly what it's about. I would have preferred to have a little bit of had him all guessing a little bit.
I don't remember exactly how that subject came into the center of the conversation. So, for me, when she showed up, I didn't even have your meeting and your issue with her in the forefront of my mind. Yeah, my issue with her at that moment became the flip floppiness, the reason why she was there to begin with, her going from one extreme to another, and what I still perceive to be a conflict between these two groups. So she was dismissed from the initial meeting, and then when she was brought back in, my intention was to discuss that with her, not your issue at all. Don't remember exactly how you came into it though.
But I'm just curious, how the fuck did she like? How did she know it was what it was about? Did someone? Because the only way I can understand that she knew what it was about is if someone said what it was about.
Do you mean how she knew to be at the meeting?
No, 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 no. Like it was because Santina, you told me that she mentioned that she repeated the joke back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
just
tells me that it was discussed what the whole thing was about and why the meeting was happening. Not that she ambushed you and was a part of the Sunshine meeting, but the whole purpose of us wanting to meet with her that was discussed. And I'm curious how that came about because I would have preferred it that she didn't know. Because at the end of the day, how I would have approached this would be, offer business proposition, have him come willingly. Because now she's not gonna come to another meeting. Really, I'll be very surprised if she attends another one. But I just don't know why that was discussed.
I don't remember. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember how it came about. Like I said, I wanted to talk to her about her flipping between one group and another. I don't recall how it came about. Perhaps maybe even Bronson or somebody else has a better recollection. I don't remember.
Uh, I don't really know why we're caring about her all that much. I mean, why can't we send some like Max or Joey out to find out who she's actually with, or somebody else get some information on who she's actually running with, and then once we have that information, just deal with her then. I mean,
We are working on that to that end.
yeah. So I mean, I don't really know why we're giving her this time of day, honestly.
Because what I will accept is an apology and some compensation. But as we all say, everyone gets one, right?
Well, she's had 3.
No,
you
no,
think
no.
about
The whole scenario is her one, right?
Yeah.
I would have preferred it if she didn't know what was going on, but now she does. From this point, as I said to you, Sonny, if this point from this point onwards, if she says something in the street or I hear her something, then there's going to be no conversation needed.
Of
Kinda
course.
sounds like we could hedge our bets and just accomplish both things. I mean, as long as we figure out all the information we can, we'll be at the position where we can do whatever we want to do. But I mean, if she does come to some sort of meeting, I mean, who's to say that the 5 of you or whatever are speaking to her, and if she happens to just kind of come by herself or in a small group, there aren't a few other people waiting for Sergio to light up a cigar or something, and should that cigar become lit when they leave the meeting, they're waylaid. I mean, and if there are too many of them for something like that to occur, then they're followed, and then we just find more information so that we can just do whatever we want when we want.
It's a possibility, no doubt. Something to think about. At the end of the day, it is up to you, Sergio. I've already had my request fulfilled, which is, at the very least, an attempt to have a meeting with her about it. I suppose it hasn't happened yet. The meeting itself hasn't happened, but an attempt has been made. How we move forward is up to you.
I don't feel like an attempt has been made. I don't feel like we've given her because I want to be the bigger person here, right? I do. I want to be able to say, we give you the opportunity to be respectful about it. But if you want to be, as you are, then you get what's coming to you. Because this is a fucking FMA situation. I just want y'all to be prepared and ready for that. I've been saying it the whole time. This is not gonna go well. I am not optimistic about the outcomes here. But you know, this is how we need to handle stuff. Because same with FMA, she was given information on our whereabouts, and she got what was coming to her. This shit cannot fly. Outright disrespect towards us in the street can't fly. If there's nothing to come of it, if I can't make a business, contact out of it, or there's nothing to come of it, then it's just someone being an asshole. And
You
we
should take
shouldn't
Tony
stand
to
for
that meeting.
Remember the last time we took Tony to a meeting where we went
What
to
the
have a
fuck?
conversation with somebody and he just hammered them across the head?
Yeah, no. But this one's different because that's Tony's daughter or whatever the fuck.
Tony's
fair
told
enough.
me that whatever needs to happen needs to happen. He's not.
Yeah, but I mean,
find it hard to believe Tony's got a business contact there. I will say.
I think we all know that's not really true.
I don't
but
get why he would say that though.
yeah, it was weird. But look, if you have Tony there, maybe that'll give us some leverage, towards her being more understanding.
Was
And
Tony
then we
there
can.
last night at the meeting, or the day before, whenever the meeting happened?
Yeah,
Santino.
he was there. Yeah.
And she was still giggly about the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Did they talk?
This whole not them directly. This whole thing with Tony and her, I think we maybe misunderstood what Tony was trying to say. Obviously, we can confirm it with him and clarify it. I think he said that there is a father-daughter dynamic that he's trying to build with her. He's done this before with other people. He's trying to do the same thing with her, and that there is a business transaction that has already occurred with her, and that perhaps it's something that he could develop if things were to remain amicable with her. Not that there is some business right now that we would be ruining, but he has
No. It's not
business
most of the
going
business.
through her, possibly.
I'm specifically talking about this father-daughter thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know the way Tony is, right? He's an old man.
Yeah.
People look up to him.
Right. So having him at that meeting because they already have. I've met this girl one time, and I told her that she's rude, and she said that she's not, and I said okay. That's as far as I know this girl, right?
She is very fucking rude.
So Tony would be the best one to have at that meeting because clearly he has the most rapport with her, right?
Sure.
And you always want to bring somebody to a meeting if there's anybody with any type of rapport because that ensures that the meeting goes better. That's just fucking common sense, right?
For that, Tony would have to lead the meeting. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've already run my patience to zero with her. She would not even let me speak.
Right. So it'll be even better if Tony ran that meeting then.
Tony or Scarpo.
I don't want Tony running that meeting for me though.
Okay.
I want to, I want to see what she tries and spins from this, or maybe she doesn't care. Maybe she is just a mouthy little fuck,
That's what I've been hearing.
Look,
That's what I've seen too. I say it one last time. I have no optimism for this. She's not gonna give us any compensation. I won't just accept an apology here at all. So it's probably gonna go the way we're all thinking it's gonna go.
Why don't we just pay somebody to go and shake her down? Rob her. Take her shit.
Do that.
Well, because then it's just us sending some fucking. Because sometimes I'm alright with just knowing somebody's got shaken up, just knowing somebody's got hurt. Like for example with the law, right? That when I was taken hostage, if I'd ever found out who that person was in charge, I would have sent someone to go hurt him. I would have been happy with that. But this is flaunting disrespect towards myself and the family as an image. And if we are to show teeth, this is the perfect opportunity to do so.
Well, then let's forget about the meeting and just go and show teeth.
No, because I want to be able to say I give her every chance.
Oh, fair enough.
You could do that with a gun to her head.
No.
No, I say Scarpa's approach is fair enough.
Okay.
I will say, from my assessment of the situation, it does seem like she's just a mouthy brat or a drunk, and she just refused to admit it. Which, by the way, I did ask her if she's a drunk. She
I'm about to fucking shoot this. Sorry. But
yeah,
Give me
that
a
is
fright.
that is at least 3 times a light canter. Something needs to be done about it. But yeah, like I was saying, it does seem like she's just a mouthy brat or a drunk. She denied being a drunk. She did admit to being drunk at the moment that happened, so perhaps there is some benefit of the doubt to the whole situation, but she does just seem like a mouthy brat. I will also say I understand the concept of a sweetheart of the West and how dangerous it could be, but I will not go as far as comparing her to the likes of Effie May or even Enola. This woman has not been around enough to have gathered that much friendship, that much support from people out there. There's no way.
Neither was Enola. Effie May, most certainly. Braithwaite Manor. The
Exactly.
whole but Enola wasn't some, out there type of person. I mean, I think Enola was just used as an excuse, really.
I agree with that. I think Enola was simply used as an excuse, not that she really had anything worth worth mentioning in terms of friendships with others. Effie May is a different story. Effie May was deeply ingrained with the people that took up arms for her. Deeply ingrained. And Ida Ullman is not. Ida Ullman is not.
We'll see.
As far as I can tell.
I think it's an Enola situation. I really do, but I'm not trying. I hope you all understand as well. I'm not trying to spur some that type of situation on again. I'm really not. I don't like making fun of. I don't like people telling me to go fuck myself in the street.
well, let's hope that Sunshine and his people understand that this is her own doing and her own consequence. Not want to be her knights.
I want a white horse.
From the perspective of someone who was not a part of the Enola or Effie May thing, I kind of see what Effie's saying here. That in general, this would be someone we could consider potentially just beneath us or beneath all of this. But I think the
I ain't got
flip
none.
side, I got you. I think the flip side of all that is that, is there really a reason needed? Is someone like Sergio wanting this done not enough of a reason? And also, too, I think it does send the message that at the end of the day, sewage is just crazy out here. At the end of the day, nothing's really fully beneath the notice. And at a moment's notice, action can and will be taken.
You know what, as well? If she is genuinely, not understanding where the disrespect is coming from, if we just go around and start bashing her fucking knees in, she might be that stupid to not know what she's done. I want to be able to tell her to her face what she's done and why she's disrespected us. And then deal the beating, So then she can go and communicate. Man, shit, she might go lie to everyone saying, they did it because I got this color hair or whatever, whatever the fuck. I look funny.
Yeah, and also it's been said that we wish for another meeting, and I think it would be silly to all of a sudden do something completely different because we don't want to be known as people that we're not people of our word.
I want to tell her why I'm breaking her bones.
To a point, sure.
I mean, you could tell her that while you're breaking them.
Exactly, You remember when you said that letter F in the fuck you? That's this smack. The letter yo, that's this one.
Okay, so meeting first, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Probably gonna be this, yeah.
And also one thing that I think should be brought up, because the start of this conversation, before we go to this meeting, it will likely turn out, bad. we should also sit down and discuss who is going to, partake in this conflict, right?
Sure.
We need a list of people.
I'm going on vacation.
Just on that note, I would like to ask Sonny, I guess, how come Bronson was at that meeting?
Bronson and Jimmy Bulger were both at the meeting. They just happened to be around. Thought may as well take them. That way they could also bear witness to it and communicate it to Vito, which I believe they have done.
But then if anything was to go down and they get dragged into it, I mean, that's going to cause problems.
Well, that would have been at the discretion of Sunshine, I suppose. If he decides to, cause an issue because of a conversation being had and shoots down people mindlessly and aimlessly, then that is his problem, not ours. We did not go there with the intention of causing issues.
But for future reference, let's not bring in people from other families to meetings that we have.
Why?
Keeps
Why
things
is,
a lot more clear.
You mean for the sake of distinction, not for any other reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, distinction
we
for
can-
one. Distinction for one, and then two, because they don't need to know everything that we do.
Mainly that, yeah. They don't need to be involved in our conversations. If there's any information we need to tell them that's pertinent to them and their family, we can tell them those things.
Like the stuff with the Ramon and stuff. We've not told them that yet,
Yeah.
We ain't told them we had a meeting with them.
I understand that there are circumstances like that when you just mentioned Scarpo where it would be better, for whatever reason, any reason possible, to keep things close to heart. I get it, and I understand the point you're trying to make. I will say, part of my intention now with coming around more and being more involved with things is that I need to get a measure of things. I need to understand people that are players of the game, if you will, that is crossing right now. And I do consider Vito and all of his people to be people that I don't know. And so perhaps with that sentiment in my own mind, I didn't even think about it. I said, Bronson, Jimmy, come along. I mean, why not? I want to get to I want to get to know these guys. I want to know what they think of a meeting like that. Fuck, if Vito would have been around, I would have taken Vito.
Well, I mean, with respect, Sonny, if you don't know them, the last thing you should do is invite them to a meeting.
But I don't know them. But in a very similar way that I would not hesitate now to take Palladini, although I don't know Palladini very well. I know him.
He's a member of our family, though.
Sure, but all of his achievements and all the things that he's been praised on have happened in my absence for the most part. I do remember you from back in the day, of course, Palladini, and I've known you throughout that time, but throughout this year, you've done things that have apparently been fantastic. I haven't seen you in that time, clearly. But I would not hesitate to take you because I have received good word from people that I deeply trust. I've heard very good things about Vito and his people. Why would I hesitate?
Well, because they're not part of the family. They have their own battles to fight, their own meetings to attend.
Because and also because we're not in charge of them fully, right? So
I mean,
if
we're not at all.
Bronson and Jimmy, if Bronson and Jimmy were to go do something stupid that would then affect them, then they would come to asking us about them, and we don't speak for them, right? Because now they see us as united. Same way we're looking at Ida showing up to me with them. It's confusing.
Vito and his crew and Al and his crew back before Vito, they had the opportunity to join us when it was Sergio, Perley, Sophia and I, and they chose to go their own way and be their own thing and be completely separate from us. So I think we should respect that. And also treat them as a completely separate entity.
I don't think I'm not treating them as that. I understand that. If you're worried about me not making the distinction, then there's no need to worry. I know exactly what the stakes are when it comes to these things. You're kind of preaching to the choir, right? I mean, if we could just again,
Yeah, no, what's understood don't need to be said. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, yeah, we should all think about though. Hopefully, as soon as possible, the list of names that will then partake in this possible conflict that'll happen. And when we think about that, we also need to think about if Cesare is going to be here for it, because we know that if Cesare is going to be here for it, that automatically brings in a few other people that he travels with.
Like who?
Alfonso, Tony, Big Joe, Sissy, who are not around otherwise.
You said Tony.
Yeah.
And Alfonso.
Yeah.
Look, Tony and Alfonso have been around more often than my brother's been around in the last 6 to 8 months, in just the last 2 or 3 weeks. So
yeah,
their coming around is not related to my brother at all. Big Joe's a different question, and Sissy's a different question.
Tony's.
Alfonso's is for sure.
Tony's certainly around on his more volition a lot more. Alfonso, not at all.
I've seen Alfonso myself quite a few times without my brother being present.
How many times? 3?
A handful, perhaps, but again, more than my brother's been around in the last 6 months.
He still counts as his traveling party.
Fair enough. Fine, I'll concede on that. The conversation that you're talking about is important, though.
Yeah.
So we talk about that. We should all think about it, and then in a day or two we talk about it and see what we put together.
Was there any new names on Sunshine's end? Because what I have from before was him, Austin, Javi, Wago. I think that's it.
Do we have any idea who pointed a gun at me? Which one that was?
Austin, the growly one.
The growly one, yeah.
Oh. Was there any new names, Sonny?
There was a man called Wyatt. He's got either another nickname that he goes by, or a second name that he goes by, but I only recall Wyatt. There were quite a few things about this Wyatt man being quite a nightmare to people, particularly down in the Nine-Tail Saloon in Rhodes.
Back in the subject of who's going to fight a fight if it happens, I mean, the way to resolve that is have Sergio choose his team for that. And then that would be the team. Then it doesn't really matter who's Cesare's traveling party.
Well, I'm assuming Cesare will be here to shoot some people, no?
Well, I'm not saying, yeah, well, Sergio might want Cesare to be part of that, but then Sergio would have the say-so on who goes, as he is the, I don't know, the war captain, right?
Mm. And that might be, if he could reach out to, Maxwell and Joey, might be a nice little opportunity for them too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe.
Because, Sonny, if you're going to be there and your brother going to be there, seeing them boys in action, like you said that you want to see, I think that'll be a great opportunity.
Well, I think it's only fair to have that discussion, because we're kind of having that discussion now, right?
No. I mean, these are just very initial thoughts. Very, very initial thoughts.
Sure, I think we should all go away, think about it, but I'll be honest, if that was placed upon me to determine who comes and who doesn't, whatever, I would probably just go off who's around and who's not.
Right.
With the faces I see.
That's kind of what I was getting at. I mean, the subject was brought up. I'm just trying to find a solution.
But again, it's a discussion for another time. With time we will think about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Last topic conversation. Sonny, who the fuck was that?
That's one of the tails.
You chasing tails, Sonny?
Shit.
No. Yeah, just having a friendly conversation.
That was the girl that you were supposed to go on that walk with, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's been a long time coming. You knew about that for a while, yeah. It's been a long time coming, yeah.
How'd it go?
I did have a walk with her the other day as well, but I happened to be coming by this neighborhood to show her the neighborhood, and out of these fucking gates come Cesare, Alfonso, Tony, and it was a fucking
Jesus.
Poor girl. Poor girl, I think, was shaking in a dress. But Yeah, no, I mean, it's nothing. It's just me talking to some lady. She's French. She works at the Nine Tail Saloon, and again,
Nine lives.
What's that?
9 lives.
Whatever. The
That's
cat,
fine,
the
thanks.
kitty
No,
saloon.
Cat House, nine lives.
The cat and
No,
nine
no,
tails.
Nine Tails is a
Nine
ring.
tails. Jesus.
Well, is it
I think-
fruitful? And I don't mean, I mean information-wise.
It's, I suppose, it's to be determined. I mean, I have learned some things through her about the happenings in Rhodes and that saloon and whatnot. So, sure, fruitful could be. Not so much right now, but it could be.
Okay, okay.
Good company.
Sure,
Did she enjoy the sights?
I would hope so.
She's not an ex-law, is she?
Not as far as I know.
Good. Then, fine by me. Don't have to whack her.
She's pretty.
Not yet. Not yet.
This time. Nah, it's not. It's not.
Jesus.
I think you all know
So-
my opinions on that subject. And I will
Yeah.
say there are certain core values, not only of myself as a person, but of this family that will not be shaken. So, there's no need to worry.
Can you remind us of them?
Oh my god.
I'm genuinely curious, because I might have forgotten.
Well, love is bad for business is the one I'm talking about.
Mm.
I might have heard that.
I have
actually
precious on
before.
you. So did you know that
Love
between
is not lust, though. Or
every single person in
Effie,
this
what?
family and the
Effie,
Catalanos
are you
are
okay?
single at the moment?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at that. All
No
things
pressure.
are as they should be then. No pressure.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All things are as they should be, and they should remain, may I say.
Well, if she wakes up in this house one day and she gets caught by one of us, on your head be it.
I mean, everyone's allowed, they're allowed to wet the noodle, right? That's
Not
okay.
in the house, though. Not in the house.
No, not in the house.
Strictly strictly prohibited fornicating in
Yeah.
the house.
House and garden.
She
Wait, really?
hasn't. She. What?
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 Is that a real rule
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a real fucking
Yes.
rule
about fornicating in the?
in the house.
Although Alfonso did break it once.
He
We had to
did.
burn
He
all the
did.
rugs.
Change the wallpaper
There's,
and
there,
everything.
there's a person sleeping in every bedroom of this house. If you're fornicating in this house, you're essentially,
A little kinky.
yeah. Nobody should want to do that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about myself. I'm just saying in general.
Anyway.
It's good to know.
She hasn't been in the house. Won't be in the house as far as I could help it at the very least. Not without, of course, other people present at the very least.
What?
There's nothing wrong with inviting somebody to the house, right?
Well-
As long as they behave.
Oh yeah, I mean, you don't get me wrong. I get that. I'd rather just not do that without somebody else present for obvious reasons.
That is kinky.
To prevent fornication.
Want to be
Depends who you
watched.
invite.
This is awkward to say it like this, but you know what? Never mind.
No. Say it.
Having somebody around, intentionally is kind of like cock blocking myself, which is, perhaps what would be needed.
So what you're saying is, if you were alone with her, you're with an unblocked, you would have no control over yourself.
That's not what I'm saying at all. No, I'm just saying.
She's French.
She's French.
Yes,
How'd you
she
say
is.
cock blocking in French?
Cook blocking.
I thought that was French. Say, does
Don't make me
anybody
laugh.
does anybody here need bank bonds?
Yes, I do actually. Good that you brought it up.
You do?
Yes.
How many you want?
If you can give me another 20,
got
I'll take
about-
20.
I could do 20. I could do 40 if you want 40.
20 at a time would be good for me. I'm not able to move them in that capacity quite yet, so.
All right.
No, actually, I got rid of that gold, but I have new gold.
You still ain't moved that new gold?
What? Like, I moved that gold, and now I purchased more gold from Pearly to move.
Ramon ever come through, by the way, Pearly?
Nah, not yet. He said it'll be a while. I think they're too busy fighting now anyway.
I figured it was the money for the crate of moonshine that you took from me, but yes, I have money for you.
Did I take moonshine?
You took
You
a
did.
whole crate of moonshine from me. You were like, oh, if we use it, I'll pay you. Otherwise, we'll just hold on to it. Yes, and I never saw anything from that.
When did I
I'm
take
telling
it?
you,
Okay.
if you got that. Oh,
I
speaking
remember
of
that.
Effie, I got $1,000 to pay you.
Surely a crate of gold is worth more than a crate of moonshine.
No, definitely not.
No, I don't
Say-
think so. It was a crate of mash. It wasn't a crate of moonshine. That was a lot of mash.
How about
Alright,
we take a
okay.
walk
We'll
down to
call it-
the stable
About twice
and
the
then
value,
to the
I'd
bank?
say.
All right, sounds
Sure.
good. It
I should
hurts.
never. I don't like couple days.
I'm about done with the day already.
No, there's no-
I got a funeral coming up
Honestly, I-
early next week.
I have this money for you.
Yeah, I gotta head out here in 20 minutes.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
Head
I'm loaded. It's fine.
pulsing. Ah!
Pearly Scarpo,
Hello.
Hey, Furlough.
But don't make that a fucking thing. I will start shooting people.
Come here, boy. We're gonna make some Perlo.
fuck me.
I'll take this way to the stable.
Romantic.
Duckworth.
That's a great Italian name.
Perlo Duckworth.
No, I was gonna say I swapped up the outfit a little bit. I wasn't a big fan of the coat at the end of the day, so I got this jacket instead.
You asked for that coat specifically.
You did.
Yeah,
You did.
well, I was trying to get out of my, what do you call it?
That is a better coat. I tell you that.
It's
like
very refreshing, yeah.
Like a whole new man.
And then there's these two. And Palladini. Jesus.
I have my
What's with the all
Burley
black
Puckworth
people?
that I could change into.
What?
Why is everyone always wearing all black? Who died?
I'm in mourning.
What are you mourning?
My former life.
Jeez,
I don't. What the fuck does that mean?
you know.
Cole Bennett is dead.
If you know, you know. No, I just like wearing black. It's slimming.
Nah, it is slimming, yeah.
I was about to say, Sonny look a little fat, you know.
Yeah, feel a little fat.
He's eating all that French food now, you know. All the
As
baguettes.
cargo.
Nine tails.
Escargot and a shabless. What? I
Little
prefer the
French
black.
I had snails once.
Reminds me of, fuck, I forgot her name. It was the one that used to call Cesare ma petite fleur. Who was that again?
No, that was the French girl from Taipan with the stupid hat.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Have you actually eaten a
Don't
snail?
don't acknowledge it.
Is
Where you
this
going?
Marty Malone's?
Don't acknowledge it. Don't
I
keep
took his
walking.
fucking bottle.
Keep
Good.
walking.
Good. Let me stomp on it a little bit.
It's better if you don't acknowledge it. That fucker hated Italians.
Yeah, that motherfucker had a problem.
Good old Marty Malone.
And when I say that, I meant me and my brother.
Yeah, see?
For we are Italians.
So how many you want? You said 20?
I'll take 20, yeah.
All right. You remember you still owe me for that one of them the 10 that I gave you before too?
Did I not pay for that? You charged me what?
Because I gave you 30 and then I gave you 10. You
Yeah.
paid for the 30.
How much was it for the 30 again? 600?
600. So there's gonna be another 600.
Okay.
But you making money, you making profit.
Right, you would all be proud, all right? When I
I am proud.
When I started coming around not too long ago, I had $3,000, and it was diminishing by the day.
Damn.
$3,000 to my name, and now I have $9,000 in my bank account.
Ooh, look at that.
That's good, actually, yeah.
With my, limited time around nowadays, it's not bad.
Hey, no, it's really not bad.
That's pretty
It's
good.
really not bad.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
I do. Never mind. I won't talk about it here.
Wait, so, I can't ask you that actually. Never mind.
It's dawning on me that I was in the swamps right before getting to the house, and I look disgusting. So I might go to the clothing store on the bank or the best deal.
Okay.
Are you guys heading back to the house after this, or
I'm going to the bank.
Oh,
You're going to the bank.
All right. And my fucking horse is not here.
Just for that amount of money.
You can take my horse.
But
Did
have
I-
you got it on you?
No.
What,
Alright,
Sonny?
well, can you keep it for like another couple of days?
I'll take another 20.
Fine.
Thank you.
Another 20?
Yeah.
I'm not in any
Oh,
rush
oh,
for it,
hold
but
on,
I remember you have it.
Yep.
Get off.
Can you do it?
Fine.
Get off.
I wasn't
Also,
sure.
I think I still have gold and bonds, so if anybody needs any more, just let me know. I'll think about a wagon full.
I bet you still owe me for them bonds, but I just can't remember. You're lucky.
Yeah, see, that's
I
we need to
there's
write
something
these things.
Effie owes me for. I can't remember what it was.
She
No, I don't owe you
takes
any-
it and then she goes
I-
back to
yeah,
Scotland
I
for
forget,
months,
I forget.
and then I forget.
Are you
No,
going to sleep,
look,
Harley?
if it's your stuff, you should
Yeah,
be
take
picking
that
it up.
horse.
Okay, all right. Have a good night. I'll see whoever
Thanks
else
for the
is back in the bank
Springfield, by the way.
house.
All right, let's go to the bank.
All right.
What Springfield? My Springfield. I want it back.
Yeah,
Did I
heard
give you any other guns, or was it just a
No.
Springfield? Sergio,
What?
what other guns did I give you?
Mi hablo no italiano.
You'll be proud to know, Effie, one of the reasons I was able to make quite a bit of money, actually, not too long ago, is because I still had a sack full of fucking coal that you gave me.
I think I remember you telling me that last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Like the last time.
Like, all nice and tidy in a pouch that I couldn't get it all back into, you know what I mean?
Did you make the mistake of taking it out?
Oh, no. I fortunately, somebody told me, it may have been you, actually, I don't remember, but somebody told me not to do that because I would have been, fucking myself up.
Yeah.
But it's all gone now.
Back in the day when you could squeeze it into a jewel bag.
Yeah. Speaking of, I actually have a pouch of fucking clean-cut diamonds that I don't recall where I got from exactly.
A full pouch of diamonds?
Not full, it's like
No.
half a bag.
Oh, still
He's
pretty
got like
big, though.
15.
Yeah, 15 or like
How
17.
much is that? How much is that worth?
750.
750.
Look at that. I might be at 1,000 before the weekend's over. Jimmy Bulger buys those things, right? He said
Shit,
so
Effie
that day.
buys those things.
What diamonds?
Yeah. Cut diamonds?
I buy those things.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean...
She's been buying those things for years, Sonny. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know, but it's, I didn't want to presume that you were still... I mean, do you still do coal?
Nah.
You see? Yeah, you see? What if I had presumed that she still did coal, Pearly?
All right, no fair.
I mean,
fair,
I can do coal. I still have ways of getting it. I just don't.
No, you don't.
Do.
Oh,
Never even mind.
you're just saying that.
If I
trust
if I
me,
need-
I've been
if
up
I
to
want
those
coal,
mines.
I can ask for coal and I can
I
get
know
it.
you can, and someone could go slave for you, but they might as well not.
I know.
There's no
that's-
point going to the
that's
coal
shitty now.
mines. It took me an hour to get 40.
Nobody wants to work in the coal mines anymore.
No.
Can't imagine.
Nobody
It's
that.
does.
really annoying because that's the way you get gems.
It's the
Oh shit! I'm so fucking hungry.
it's far better to do anything else in the crossing than coal.
I might have a
Someone should change that.
You might have a peach.
Maybe somebody should.
Somebody really fucking should. My head. I get angry.
Oh, you know what else I heard from Bronson and Jimmy, actually?
Son of a sister.
Well, yeah, your sister, but yeah, there was something
Mikey?
else. Yeah, exactly. I heard. One second.
Oh, would you look at that? You're here.
I heard
Cool.
that the firing pins on these things have been improved.
Who told you that, Mikey?
Is that a double action?
Yeah. Not Mikey. No. What's his name? Bronson.
Bronson's a fucking idiot.
Nah, that's what he
Really?
said. Yeah. He said that like 2 days ago, I think.
We should go have some shooting practice
Listen,
somewhere.
if you'd like some actual advice, I'll tell you all about them, all about the guns and what's what, and I'm thinking of Bronson.
Hey, I got no reason not to believe Bronson. And I will say I bought into it right away because I've always wanted to fucking use this thing, but it's been a fucking pea shooter forever.
Use a Mauser.
I don't have
And
one.
you'll really know how shit
$1,000
guns can be.
I would fucking use one of those so
Oh,
hard.
you've also got my repeating shotgun. That's right.
How much do I owe you probably now?
Shut up.
$1,000.
Right, I'm going to go to bed. Good
10
night,
from before
everybody.
and 40
See you all
now.
in a couple of days.
All right,
Not
Effie.
All right, Effie.
Night.
Good seeing
Goodbye,
you. Ciao, ciao.
person I know. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh my God, true. Yeah, the hammers, no
What?
firing pins.
What, you wanna go?
Bro, true.
You don't want the stress.
I'm a fucking
500.
idiot.
Don't forget what happened yesterday.
500 for
Beep,
500.
squeak.
For what?
Outfit.
Oh, 500 for the
500?
outfit?
Jesus, what the hell?
What kind of fucking out? You think I changed it?
Oh, so sorry. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
All right, business concluded.
Yeah,
Is there anything else to talk about?
Nope.
No, we all done for the day.
I'm all done, yeah. I gotta go here in about like 10 minutes. But if you want to go out and shoot
right.
something just outside the city, Sophia, I'm down.
Yes.
No, my head
Wait, so
hurts
who's
too
gonna
much.
be around?
What's that?
Wait, everyone's
not me.
going to bed?
I got a meeting over there at Mutual Life Insurance Company
My head
across the
hurts.
street.
Okay. Sophia and Santino are gonna be around?
For 10
Let's
minutes.
go 10 minutes. Let's go shoot something for 10 minutes and then done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You have a good night.
I'll be
better.
around.
Night.
I'll be around tomorrow and more later
Okay.
hours of capacity.
I will be-
Today I've got that.
Oh, look
Oh,
at it.
look at that. Who's this?
Ah, shit, my
Oh,
horse.
it's you. You watch your man.
We got back from Guama?
Yeah, I fucked up big time. I didn't take my rent money.
Okay, yeah. That'll
Yeah.
This is Max. This is Max.
Hey,
Max, well, I saw you on Guama. Did I not? I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure
yeah,
I did. Yeah. I
yeah,
was.
you seem busy, so I left you to it.
I didn't recognize you. That's my bad. Yeah, you picking lemons. I was picking lemons too. But I was very much focused on picking lemons.
Yeah. Know that feeling.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
Picking lemons.
Nah, Guarma.
Oh, and beautiful as ever.
You had a smooth time?
Did I smoke
On
time?
You had a smooth time on Guama.
Oh. I was about to ask who the fuck smokes time. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. I went with Tony. Tony, welcome back, by the way.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it was nice. Tony, I brought back a crate worth of lemons.
Good. I'm burnt. I'm burnt.
Sunburnt. From the sun, yeah.
Brought back some rum, and I got some. I got a little bit of sugar. Okay. Bring Max.
Okay. Yeah, see what we could do with that, I suppose. If you need the lemons for anything, let me know. Although I might sell them to Vito. Apparently, Vito might want them.
That's yours. You picked them.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll figure out what to do with it then.
The Plucky Cactus people were out there. They were asking for me to bring them some lemons, so they might be looking for some.
Yeah, I met a girl, the woman called, is it Daisy, the one that you talked to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her as well, yeah.
Say, Max, are you gonna be around tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, good. Have some talks. I'm real tired right now. My head hurts a lot, so I'm gonna have an early night tonight. But we can all discuss some stuff. Tony, you gonna be around tomorrow?
No.
Okay. We'll have a talk another time then.
Are we still talking about Monday?
Sure, we'll have it.
Yeah, Monday.
All right. I will retire.
All right, I got 5 minutes before I gotta
Thanks,
retire
Santino.
as well. Let's go shoot something. Good seeing you, Max. I mean, you can come along, I
Be
guess.
quick about it. My horse fucked off. Do you mind?
Guess you're riding with me. Of course not. No, for sure. Information is key. Information is important. There I was in my ignorance
Shit, that
saying.
means I only have a
things.
school field. Oh well.
I do like a Schofield though. Solid gun.
Yeah, I do too. It loads a lot faster than Navy.
It does, yeah.
The hell?
Jesus, a lot of horses.
You should have seen earlier. There was a gathering of, I kid you not, like 20 to 25 people here in the park, and 2 people were standing in that very fountain, getting dunked by some priest-looking guy in a pink tunic. And it turns out it was the initiation ceremony for the Gorgeous Girls Club. I can't make this shit up.
What the fuck is that? What is a Gorgeous Girls Club?
I have no idea. It was 2 girls that ran it, and the guy initiating them was a deputy, Deputy Grant. I don't know. They lost their minds collectively. I think we lost Tony.
Tony turned around on us for some reason.
Yeah.
What? Did that happen in the park right in front of the house?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Me and Bronze were like speechless for minutes after. It's like, what did we just witness? I kind of wanted to initiate Alfonso, not gonna lie.
I'm sure he would have loved it actually. Now to think about
Oh, he would have loved that. Oh yeah. He's a gorgeous girl.
He would have fit right in. It's funny though because I took a walk with this Eleanor broad and it was quite a long walk, like an hour and a half maybe.
Oh damn.
I saw we saw like 2 people, I think, 3 people in the entire city.
Yeah, it is kind of quiet that early in the day lately. It seems it picks up around now, I would say. And then it's just crazy. You got the Bedlam gang running around shooting in the air and causing all kinds of havoc. Lots of cowboys come through as well.
Still have yet to actually meet this Bedlam gang.
Oh god, I wonder what tone they would have with you and your brother. Oh my god, it's so humid. There you go.
I think it's like right there. Oops.
Can't say a goddamn thing.
Yeah, me neither, but I'm guessing. Hold up. What the fuck is that dynamite?
Oh, it's so foggy, you can't see it. Should be there on the left side of it. Oh.
Found it.
Got it.
There was more. I found it. Right? I'm not gonna lie, it takes a little getting used to. You don't have to, you know, pull the hammer back on this thing.
I love making that bell ring.
The thing is, okay, so that's like a ham the fanner, or a fan the hammer like thing where you just like left click all over again, right? And your dude kind of does a little animation like that, like But the thing is, with a double action, you can shoot just as fast with your arm extended. See, like you can shoot just as fast. Whereas with a revolver, like the only way to shoot that fast is by fanning the hammer. Hmm. You said come here, Tony?
I said it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
I like it. This gun's really cool. The only problem with it is that it's always been a fucking pea shooter. It's always been a pea shooter. Kind of hard to see where my shots are going with the sun. It takes a lot of getting used to because I'm so used to having a revolver like a Schofield where I have to so the way the shooting mechanics work on Wild and I'm pretty sure it's Red Dead in general is you click once and you shoot, and then with a revolver you have to click again and then you pull the hammer back with the second click. So every 2 clicks you shoot with a revolver. Like a full-on, like, non-double action revolver, right? But with the double action, every time you click, you shoot, so it takes a little getting used to. My mind immediately goes to, like, I have to double-click.
Hey, get that.
Bam!
Get that.
That you got me.
Get that.
Watch out! Ah, you like that? Like that?
Miss punch, by the way. I know it's a motor, but
Okay, we're gonna shoot each other.
Oh. Oh my god. You see, like, I immediately double click. Get down! Oh, look at that. Look at the soot. Alright, well, I'm all out of bullets, so I gotta get out of here. It was good seeing you all again. Max, nice seeing you again. Paladine again. I hope to see more of you two, alright?
understood.
See you around.
If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Monday. Sophia, you too. You gonna be around?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Okay, okay. I know Tony will, right? Tony?
Why?
Be around.
I don't want to be.
What happened to her eyebrows?
She shot something on the shelf and she fucking flew off. I think that might have been it.
Ah, shit.
She looks like an egg right now.
What?
What? Nothing. Nothing. No. You're hearing things. It must be the explosion.
Yeah,
You hear what?
No, you're right. You're right. Oh, Maxis? Okay.
Good night, guys. Fuck, I have telegrams. I've had telegrams for a while. I'm just going to assume it's people that were here at the house that wrote to me because we have not checked that. I would certainly be ashamed that I missed something, but hey, 'tis the nature of the game. Good night, good night. Guns get too dirty, too fast and wild, but I understand the nerf. Yeah, I think it's also a way to slow down, like gunfights maybe a little bit. Wish you had that M189911, or sorry, 1899 pistol from story mode on Wild. It would suit the Italians. What pistol is that? Is that like a precursor to the 1911? Tambo Corey, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate you. 25 months is crazy. And Noon says yes, that was the double action. All right, guys, I am swapping off to NoPixel. We have the event thing that that Luciano invited Vito into, so we're gonna get on NoPixel here in just a moment and see how that goes. Yes, the Italian job in 2 hours, indeed. Vito the Assassin incoming. Bro, we'll see what happens, man. I kind of. We talked about it yesterday with Luch and Gigi, and the idea of Luch like missing a parachute drop and just like landing somewhere he's not supposed to be. It's so funny, just the idea of it. Michael, yeah, right? It is a nice look on Sonny. I like it too. The tan suit.